Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Aces Wild pregame show for Week 4 football. The Eagles and the Shells getting ready to take off here tonight. And we've got First Responder Night, and we're coming to you live from 1929. The Columbia Volunteer Fire Department graciously set up the ladder truck. Jared, how you doing, bud?
Man, don't even ask me right now. I don't like heights, so I'm just trying to get this 5 minutes to go by pretty quick.
Well, hey, it wasn't that bad coming up. The easy part's coming up. Wait till we got to go down. We'd like to thank all of our first responders here in town, the Columbia EMS, the police department, fire department are the three big ones, and all the ones in between. Thank you for all you do when those tones drop. You come out and you answer the call. So thank you for all you do on that First Responders Night. And Jared, after First Responders Night, we got ourselves a football game tonight. We got the Eagles and the Shells, both coming in 2-1. Eagles are coming in after that forfeit last week with Marquette. What do you think you got here tonight with the Shells going forward?
I think a couple weeks ago they played Red Bud and got their butt beat pretty bad. It was like 42-0, something bad. But last week Roxana came out and they won 42-0 against CM. So I mean, anytime you see a team scoring 40 points, I mean, you got to be ready to go.
And ready to go is going to be the thing. You know, we had the week off last week. We'll talk a little bit. We haven't recapped Waterloo yet. Waterloo, we come away with that 9-0 victory. Game all running for the Eagles. Not much passing. Dom Vagley was the leading rusher, 33 attempts, and not something you see out of your quarterback, but Dom Vagley gets it done on the ground. And with the boot, 46-yard field goal kind of puts the Eagles away 9-0, and we're able to hold that goose egg. We talked about it a couple different times, so we're coming off that big win. What did you expect to see, and what were your thoughts after that Waterloo game?
Well, I mean, if I was Waterloo, I would have kept running the ball with that Evan Davis kid. I mean, he was tearing us up all night long, and I think they went away from that in the second half, and they really couldn't get anything going. Our defense played really well. Anytime you get a goose egg up there, I mean, Coach Germain's going to be really happy. So, yeah, 9-0 against the rivalry that's usually one of the biggest games of the year.
And that definitely is the biggest game of the year, but now this one's a little bit bigger too. Roxana, they're going to be physical. We'll talk about that a little bit here in a couple next segment or so. They're going to be that physical team, and we're going to have to answer the bell, and we're going to have to get the job done. And that's just going to be the name of the game. So once again, thank you to all of our first responders for everything you do for us, and thanks for coming out tonight, Columbia Volunteer Fire Department. We're going to take the basket down. Jared doesn't want to go down the ladder. He said his voice was going to be a little shaky. He already forgot his script. So we're going to take the basket down, and we'll be back with the Aces Wild pregame show after this. Welcome back into the Aces Wild pregame show presented by Aces Wild Video Game and Parlor. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a Queen of Hearts going on up at Aces Wild. Pot just went out last night, but person that won was not there, so we're going to have half that pot rolling over starting next week with a fresh new board. And Jared, welcome back to the ground. You're a little bit happier here. Your face is looking a little bit better, and you look good down here.
Yeah, I'll take the field view. Definitely better than going up there. I'm never doing that again, I don't think.
All right, we'll talk about that next year when we have our first responders next year. So tonight, big game. You know, obviously it's the first conference game in that Cahokia Conference. You got Columbia versus Roxana, Wood River and Salem, and then the other big game tonight is Freeburg and Central. So tonight you look at our game here, first conference game. It's always good. You know, you got the preseason, you got the non-conference schedule. Now you got to get after a whole new season here.
Yeah, and coaches know, Coach Germain and Coach Horner both know that Cahokia Conference. Anytime you start conference play, it's pretty tough. So especially when you have 2 home games in a row, you have this week and then you have Freeburg next week at home. You got to take advantage of those 2 games.
And Columbia always had success in that Cahokia Conference. Obviously now we have that new one with the large, medium, and small divisions. So we've split up a little bit, but Columbia still had success in the past. So always big. You got to get out and you got to go 1-0. That's pretty simple. 1-0 each week, and that's what Columbia is looking to do with this Roxana Shells team here. And as you listen, we're doing Team D or Team O right now, rather. What are they expecting on the defensive side for Roxana to show them?
Stop number 12. I mean, that's all we've seen the first 2 weeks of us playing. As long as you can stop number 12, I mean, we're going to have a pretty tough time scoring. But Coach Horner knows how to get the offense ready, and I think we'll see a lot of Don Bagley again tonight.
And that's going to be the one big thing. But what I like about Dom Vagley, whenever he throws the ball, he moves it around everywhere. Brendan White's leading the team with 10 receptions. I think we got 10, 8, 6, 4, and 1. So, I mean, he's moving it. Everybody's got a shot at catching the football, and everyone that gets the ball thrown to him for the most part makes the catches. So that's the big thing right there. You got to make the catches. You don't throw a lot, but when you do, you got to take advantage of it. And then running the football, I'd like to see Hudson Bryant get into it a little bit more this week.
And I think this week, our starting running back is going to be Brendan White. I think Coach Horner said he's going to put him back there for against Roxana because he likes what he's seen from him. He catches the ball out of the backfield really well, so we can do play action stuff with him, sending guys in motion, and then having Dom Vagley back there is always a plus.
And that's always a plus, absolutely. So now we'll flip over to the other side of the football. What is the Roxana Shells offense going to show us this week?
I honestly can't tell you because they don't post their stats online, so I'm not real sure what they're going to run. But I heard that they got a lot of athletes outside. They're going to work the ball around, so I'm assuming it's going to be a spread offense. So corners and safeties are going to have to be ready, and it's a big plus that I think we have Sam Denny back tonight.
That's a huge thing. Sam Denny was injured last 2 weeks, got that week off last week against that Alton Marquette forfeit, so giving him an extra week to recover, something you're going to have. And like you said, huge for him to come back because now we can move guys around a little bit, maybe throw Vagley up at that linebacker spot, let him flow, let him go get the tackles. He does it at the defensive back spot. He's going to do it at the linebacker spot too. Coach Horner and Jermaine, I believe they went and they scouted Roxana a little bit, and they said this is going to be the most physical game. And if you flash back to 2019, the playoff game, that was one of the most physical games we've seen.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, up there on that death wish up there, coming in off of not playing for a week, not playing a game for a week, like that could be really huge tonight, and our guys, we're going to see off the first kickoff if they're ready or not.
Well, good deal. Well, we're going to get ready to head up to the booth. We'll get back to our comfy area. The first responders, we're going to be honoring them out here on the field tonight. Columbia Quarterback Club is going to be donating $500 to the Columbia EMS this year, and we'll bring you Shells and Eagles football right after this break, and we'll welcome you back into the Aces Wild pregame show after this.
Austin McClintock and Cadet Dylan Siebert. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem.
over there! Look at him! Rock the shell! Lock in, Jacob. Let's go, baby. Lock in, Jacob.
Tonight's $20 matchup is between the 2-1 Roxana Shells and your 2-1 Columbia Eagles.
Pretty big, so we're going to come out ready and right from the get-go.
I'd like to see him get to do that again, and they said, talking to a couple of players after the game, said Don Vegley was really boisterous during the game. It was a game that meant a lot to him and to a lot of those guys, obviously, being Waterloo. So I'd like to see them do that once again here in the first conference game.
Yeah, he's a big leader out there. I mean, he never really comes off the field. So every time he's out there, he's got to say something to his boys and just get them going. So hopefully tonight, looks like we're going to get the ball first. Looks like Zach Wetzel's back there to return. So hopefully Don Vegley can get something going with the ball in his hands first.
And Dom's going to get the ball first right off the bat, and you're going to see that run game, that throwing game, hopefully, and we'll hopefully be able to sling it around, get some points, and get ourselves a Week 4 victory and improved 3-1 if hopefully everything goes well. That'll do it for the Aces Wild pregame show. Kickoff is underway, and Wetzel's going to get it about the 7-yard line. He's going to try to get behind one blocker, and he does. He spins off of one tackler and gets tackled at the 23-yard line, where the Eagles offense will come out and start the game.
See if I was right earlier. We see Brennan White in the running back position a little bit more this week, so keep an eye on that. And it looks like, is that Denny?
Number 4 is
yep.
Denny.
So Denny's replaced, I don't know who from 2 weeks ago, but Denny will now be playing slot receiver. Looks like Janik out there with, might be Wetzel in that middle linebacker, wide receiver spot.
So we're going to go trips to the left side, tight end left, running back way out to the left side. Vegley's going to get it. It's going to be a pass to the right side, and it's going to go over the head of Denny and fall incomplete. Welcome into the football season, Sam Denny. You're going to try to get yourself some touches right away.
That was just a simple bubble route there. We saw that a lot with London Little a couple years ago. Just getting your speedy guys out in space and trying to get him a touch early to get him broken into this season.
Eagles are going to come out. Same formation with the 3 split receivers to the top of the field. Pistol back this time. Going to be a run right up the middle, and they're going to get a good little couple yards. Carried that time by Hudson Bryant, and it's going to be good for, we'll call it 4 and bring up a 3rd and 6. Just a simple ISO play there.
Maybe we'll see some more of that tonight from Coach Horner, since everybody's going to be honed in on number 12. And that's whenever he's really good in the RPOs and he can pull that ball anytime he wants.
Same formation, once again, ball on the right hash. This time we're going to put the running back to the left side. It's just going to be a quarterback keep to the left side there and keep it in their athlete's hands. He's got blockers, pushes one of his guys forward. He's going to gain 4, maybe 5, and it's going to be close to a first down, but I don't know if he's got it.
Depends on the spot. I thought that he ran into one of his blockers. Yep, he got it. First down, Eagles. Great job there.
First down, Eagles. Good spot there by the officials.
Yeah, great job by Vagley. He caught up with his lead blocker and put his hand right into his lower back and just said, I need to get this first down. So great job there by Vagley to be aware of how long he's got to go to.
Now we're going to have the ball on the left hash. Going to be doubles to the right side. Sniffer back is going to be Hicks. Now he's going to turn into a tight end. Running back to the right side. Split out to the top of the screen by himself. It's going to be a play action pass. It's going to be caught by Hicks. He's going to have to make a couple guys miss, and he's not going to be able to, but he's going to be hard to tackle. Going to be a gain of 2, and it was just a missed block out here by Wetzel, but he did a good job not getting the block in the back.
Yeah, and whenever Hicks caught that, he kind of stumbled a little bit trying to get upfield. And I mean, when you have those linebackers and corners and safeties coming down hard on just a little 1-yard pass, it's going to be pretty hard to break some tackles there, but great job to not lose any yardage and get a 2nd and 9.
Tight end right, sniffer back right is Wyke. Vagley takes a snap, hands the ball off right away, and he's going to go up the middle. Looks to be number 40, Cameron Janik, on the carry that time. Good for another 4, and a 3rd and 5 now for the Eagles.
And I think something you'll see a lot here tonight on 1st and 2nd down on the first 2 first downs there. I mean, we've gone away from Vagley. He's giving the ball off or throwing to Hicks or anybody that's open, but on 3rd down is when Don Vagley really gets a lot of his money.
Going to be a 3rd and 5. See what Coach Warner has drawn up this time. Going to be a fumble on Vagley, and it's going to be knocked away by the Roxana defender, and it's going to be a recovered by the Shells, and they're going to get into the Eagles' red zone. And that was just Vagley going to get it back and fumbled it on his own.
Yeah, that was just I think he was going to throw this out route over here to this side. And right when he went to throw, it literally just fell right out of his hand. Never really seen that from him. So we'll have to hunker down here inside the 20-yard line.
Not what you want if you're Coach Germain in this Eagles defense, but we'll see what happens as the Shells are going to take over at the Eagles' 19-yard line. We'll see what this offense brings to us. They're going to look like a double tight, a couple wing backs, with only one man out to the wide side of the field is number 3. A little bit of a size advantage out there on Wetzel. Quarterback under center, and it's going to be a quick out route right away, and it's going to be caught.
His knee was down.
But knee was down, and he's going to be down right away. Wetzel's going to have to keep him in front of him, and that's just a size matchup I think we're going to see exploited a lot tonight.
And that's okay. We've seen against Mascoutah, they didn't really throw Wetzel's way. When they did, he was usually in the right spot. Against Waterloo, I know he had that pick, I think, that got called back. But Wetzel always seemed in the right spot.
Same formation once again. Motion man. He's going to fake the motion. He's going to come back. Nothing going, just a hard count right away.
Quarterback Chris Wallach.
Number 3 out on the top of the screen is only listed at 6 foot. He looks a little bit bigger. They're going to go right up the middle, and it's going to be sniffed out right away. Great job by number 57, Mason Schnabel, on the tackle. Sniffed it out right away and didn't let him gain anything.
Not last week, but 2 weeks ago when we played Waterloo, we saw that double wing literally the whole game. So it's kind of nice playing another team that runs it if you already know what you're supposed to do on each play. So now bring up a big 3rd down.
Makes it easy on the coaching staff. You already have your assignments. They're going to this time come around, and it's going to be Vagley who misses the tackle. The Eagles stand him up, and it's going to be a great second effort, and that might be enough to get the first down. It's going to be close, but a great job by the Eagles standing him up. We'll see what the officials say, and they're going to say they are short. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 1. Brennan Jackson gets the credit with the tackle, saving that first down. Eagles fans getting into it. Good call, Jared. Watch the football. Going to have to make a big stop. 4th and 1. It's just going to be right up the middle power, and it's going to be good for a second effort there, and it's going to be good for a first down, but good job by the Eagles even though they got the first down, good job pulling them back.
And they ran first play was just a simple hitch route over on the right side of this drive, and since then we've seen straight run. But when you're inside the 15 and you're a run-first offense, I'm guessing you're going to run the ball.
I believe when they played Redbud, they had 3 interceptions on that game, so like to have them throw it around a little bit. First and goal now for the Shells from the 7. Same formation with the motion man. They're going to go up the middle with the trap and nothing going, and it's going to be a loss, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And Schnabel, have yourself a first drive.
Who else we got there on the offensive line? It looks like Tom Kainstein again this week. Carter Hicks as a DN. And you got Schnabel on that other tackle spot.
It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Bring up second and goal from the 8 this time. Eagles pretty much have everybody up in the box. It's going to be a motion. It's going to be a play action once again. They're going to throw it. Going to have to make a tackle, and the Eagles do. Looks to be like number 40, Cameron Janik, and I think that was Sam Denny out there getting the tackle as well.
Complete, number 24, Evan Wells.
I think there you just have, who's that corner over there on that side? Looks like it's Wetzel. So Wetzel was staying in the end zone on the snap.
So that brings up a 3rd and 4. 3rd and goal from the 4. Same formation, sticking with it. They're going to send a motion man, try to run to the left side. They're not going to get much, but another second effort. Hard run, nobody's motioning anything, and I think it's going to be another stop. 4th and goal from the 1 this time.
Wells again, the ball carry for Roxana. Brings up 4th down and 2 to go.
Like to hear the fans get into it a little bit, but not getting them in there. That's going to be a quarterback sneak. He's going to try to follow his guys, and he's going to fall into the end zone for a touchdown, Shells.
Touchdown, Roxana, number 15, Chris Wellick.
Chris Wellick, the junior quarterback, 5'10", 169.
Look at this little polecat.
Are they going to stick with the polecat? No, they're not. They are going to kick.
We had a play like that. We ran at Central. It was the most messed up formation. And we scored on it too, but during the year probably had about 5 penalties on it.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. Missing an official down there on the upright there. So if you look at that Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard, the Shells take advantage of the fumble by Dom Vegley, and they take the lead 7-0 with 5:33 remaining in the first quarter. We will run to a break, and we will be back right after this. Conference matchup between the Eagles and the Shells, where they just went about 18 yards after the fumble and get a touchdown. Thank you to all of our sponsors, as you just saw in between plays there. Thanks for all you do, and thank you for making this possible for all of us. Shells with a unique kickoff look here. They got 3 different kickers. You never know what's going to happen.
Looks like the Eagles haven't played football in a week. I'll tell you that right now, Alex.
You can say that again. Going to be a deep kick. It's going to be caught by Wetzel. He lost his lead blocker, so he's going to have to make something happen on his own, and he does. He's going to get to the 35, and he's going to get up to the 37. 39 is what they're going to give him.
Fans, get into it a little bit.
Looked like White was going to catch the football there, and he ended up letting him go. You look at Coach Horner there. Now you didn't have much going on that first drive. You got to make something happen now, and he's going to be smart enough. He'll be able to get through it, but see what he drums up now on this second drive for the Eagles with a great field position.
Anytime 12 throws a pick or has a fumble like that, he's moving on. He forgets about it, and that's what I love about Don Vagley. Like some quarterbacks make one mistake and they shut down the whole game. He looks ahead.
Trips to the left side. It's going to be that bubble route again. It's going to be dropped by Wyke. Pretty good blocks in front of him. But it's going to fall incomplete, just about a half a yard ahead from where he wanted it.
And that was just a simple flare out like we saw earlier with that over the head of Sam Denny on that bubble route on the first drive.
And if you had asked Coach Warner and Coach Tremaine, they probably would have said the same thing like you said. We haven't played in a week. We got to try to get out of there and get back into a rhythm in a hurry. And like you said, there's no rhythm for the fans or the players tonight. It's going to be a busted play. I think Wyke was getting to go up the middle. Vagley was looking for him to go out wide, and it's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. Not too many plays for 3rd and 15.
Brought down by number 2, Paxton
My play. I'm going trips to the left, and I'm running Don Vagley this side.
Let him make the play.
Yeah.
Onto the field now is going to be Hudson Bryant coming off number 2, Carter Hicks.
They're going to go trips to the right.
I would expect a rollout play here. Trips to the right side, running back right. It is going to be a roll to the right. He's got Wetzel, and that's who he's looking for right away. He's at the 42, going to get to the 45. Now you got a 4th and 4, and that's big for field position there. Even though you are punting, still gains you 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, and you can, I mean, Don Vagley's got a pretty good leg on him too, so pinning inside the 10 or 15 would be pretty nice here. Hopefully we get a good bounce and get downfield and cover the ball.
Dom's got that good leg, 46-yard field goal last week. So
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, last game.
I've been saying it over and over again.
Coach Kendall said they were working a lot on directional kicking this offseason. He knows he can get the distance. He's just got to get the accuracy down. He gets it off, and it's a great punt. It's going to fall at the 14, get an Eagles bounce, and now it's going to get to the Shells. But great job, number 1, Ben Scott getting down and down in the football. We're going to stick with it here as it's going to be a quick move of the ball in the teams here. So now this Eagles defense forced 2 or 3 3rd and shorts.
2 4th downs inside the 5.
Roxana will take over it.
But now you got a little bit more room to work with. You're not backed up to your own goal line. So we'll see if Roxana takes some shots here and see if they want to work the ball downfield.
Like you said, started the game off throwing, then went to run. They had the incompletion on the throw too, so a little bit of everything so far from them. They're going to go 2 tight ends. Nope, 1 tight end rather. 2 up backs, running back right next to the quarterback. He's going to hand it off, go right up the middle and not get anything. Maybe a yard, and great job by the Eagles. Front 7, we'll call it.
Evan Wells on the carry for Roxana.
Number 54, Caden
Number 40,
Blemker,
Cameron Janik.
the senior,
Tackle for the
Looked like he's their
goes off
center.
the field.
He might have been their center. No, I think he's the right guard.
He went off holding onto that arm. 6'3", 194. Same formation once again. Clock still running, under 4 minutes now in the first quarter. Eagles trail it 7-0. Blitzing backer this time is going to be Vagley, but it's going to be a pass that falls incomplete. I think if the Eagles can get a lead and force them to throw the football, we'll like where we are.
Yeah, and Wetzel there,
I'm
I'm still kind of confused. Is he playing 10 yards off? Because usually he's pressing and he doesn't let anybody run past him. But Coach Tremaine's got a bunch of different formations that he puts him in, just get to the certain areas. Big 3rd down here though.
Eagles trying to get off the football field this time on the defensive side of the ball. Going to be an end around. It's going to be a reverse. Great job by the Eagles sticking with it. It's going to be a gain, but gain of hardly anything as number 5, Maddox Steffen, was able to sniff it out and got the tackle right away, and that's what the Eagles defense was wanting to get.
On the
See 12 drop back for our punt return.
Number 12, Dominic.
So we did figure out last game he's only not on kick
Brings
return.
up 4th down for Roxana.
Kick return is the only time he is off the field. You are correct.
How about a punt return touchdown here? Get him some space.
Once again, a little laxed here on the noise from the crowd.
Quietest games.
Vagley standing right at the 50, so I like where the field possession could be starting. Play clock getting down close to 0, but they do get it off another rugby-styled kick. That's not going to go very far, and it's going to be out of bounds
Number 3,
at the 38-yard line, which is where the Eagles offense will take over. Injury on the field, and it looks like an Eagle.
Denny. Looks like Denny.
And with that, we will head to a break as they tend to the injured Eagle, and we will be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the injured Eagles was able to walk off on their own power. Once again, I'd like to thank our first responders. As I walked off, I looked at the EMS who was able to get that check from the Columbia Quarterback Club tonight. I said, hey, hope you guys don't have to do anything, and they all looked at me and they said, man, you just jinxed us. So they didn't have to come out for this one, but hopefully they don't have to. It's going to be a run this time with Vaguely to the right side. He cuts up. He gets to the outside once again. He's got the 30. He's going to try to tiptoe down the sideline, unable to. And he's going to get a first down, Eagles. Dom Vaguely last week, 33 carries, last game rather, 33 carries. And he just had himself a heck of a day. I think it was over 100 yards as well. So great game by Vaguely last week, and hopefully to do it again. Last week, 33 for 177.
That's a fantasy football day.
Crowd's getting into it. Play action pass going to be caught this time. Great job blocking by Wetzel as he gets thrown out of bounds. But he does enough to get a good 5 yards. Number 11, Nick Janik.
We're not really throwing the ball down the field either. We're doing simple bubble routes, now routes, just little flares to get our guys out in space. And then whenever you see that you're bringing those guys out, that's when you take number 12 and you can just do anything you really want inside the box. Coach Horner definitely putting together a good drive here.
Janik, 3 receptions for 58 yards on the year. Going to be a run by Vaguely to the right side. He's going to lower the shoulder, get a first down, tackled on the play by number 2, Paxton Osmo. Looks to be a physical cornerback out here.
It looks like he said something to Dom after the play, because I saw Dom turn his head back at him and probably chirp something back. So we'll see if Dom can punch one in here. I'd run the same play.
You look at the 3 coaches right there. They're all talking. They got the headset, but they're all talking to each other. They know how important this drive is to get into the end zone and get a little noise going here for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 13. Going to be another run play. He's going to make a great juke by Vaguely, and he's going to gain 4 or 5. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. A little bit going for the Eagles this time.
Well, on that far side, it looks like on Zach Wetzel, that corner's playing almost in the end zone. You have a safety that's playing not even over, looks like Nick Janik over there. So if you run a slant and then an arrow route, those two, maybe a little rub route, that's an easy touchdown. You get to the pylon. So look at that. Look at how they set that up over there. And now we have trips going to that side, so they're probably going to change.
Even if they do run that over on that side, that only defender who's over there.
That linebacker's not going to be able to flow all the way out unless that corner's staying in the flats.
White's the motion man, and the Shells didn't bite that time. White was the motion man over there, and they were going to fake it to him, but instead it's going to be a loss of 7. Once again, Paxton Osmo on the tackle. 1:20 on the clock in this first quarter. 3rd and 12 now.
You called it, Alex. You said Roxana was going to come out and play pretty physical. And, I mean, up front, they hit you. And those corners, they're flying around, getting to the ball pretty fast. So keep your head on a swivel tonight.
Doubles for the first time, I believe, tonight for the Eagles. Ball in the right hash, running back to the right. Bagley takes a snap. They pick up the blitz. He's going to step up into the pocket. He's going to have to make something happen now. He's got the 5, lowers the boom. And I could see the Eagles going for it here at the 4th and 3. If you're Coach Warner, I like my physicalness and my quarterback. I'm going to leave it in his hands. And if you go for it here and you're going to force them inside the 5-yard line.
And it looked like that on that play, Janik kind of slipped out of his break, and that's who Bagley was going through. He was getting ready to wind up and throw that thing, but he slipped out of his break, and Bagley does what he does best and gets about 3 or 4 yards and to make it an easier 4th down. See what Coach Warner's got on the play call here.
I have a feeling we're going to let this run down and call a timeout as Coach Horner, under 5 seconds, still hasn't made a play call. So now you look at Coach Horner, Coach Germain, and Coach Kendall all standing there. They were talking with each other that whole time. What play do we run or run? And I guarantee you, Coach Germain said, let it run out, call a timeout, and keep talking about it.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is a big part of the game here. If you turn the ball over, Roxana puts together a pretty good drive, and they get ball at half. I mean, knowing that they like to run the ball a lot, they could waste up the whole second quarter if they want to. But yeah, big 4th down here. I think I come out in doubles. I think, and like I said earlier, run that slant and arrow route and see if that linebacker or safety can get out to the arrow route.
The Shells have shown that they will blitz tonight. A couple times they've blitzed, and it's been picked up. So hopefully that offensive line, they got to know, keep your head up, watch for those blitzing guys. I wonder here if you're going to go hard count too. Try to get them to draw. Try a hard count.
Looks like we're kicking it.
We are going to kick it. So it is going to be a 23-yard attempt here. Good from 46 2 weeks ago. Vagley's going to try it from 23 tonight. High snap. It's going to be brought down. Great job, and it's going to be blocked. All starts with the snap. You could have a great kicker. You could have a great holder. It's got to start on the snap.
Field goal block by number 3, Andrew Ellis.
Go for that thing too, didn't he?
Yeah,
He
that was a
laid
great
out.
block.
Without running into the placeholder or the kicker.
That's a live ball.
I think it is too. Because on PATs is when you blow it dead, right? Is that what they're discussing?
Well, they can't discuss it anymore. Somebody blew it dead. I believe that is a live football.
It is. Because I think in PATs, if it's blocked, you can't return it. But that was just a regular field goal attempt. Like, the ball should be live.
Yeah. If you looked over across the field, the Roxana coaches were all telling them to run it, but I think that inadvertent whistle.
Have you never played Madden, Roxana? Like, anytime I get a block kick, and if I'm off sides, I'm returning that baby every time.
The 3 officials are getting together to talk right now. Only have 4 officials tonight. They were missing one tonight, so I think they're getting together right now going, hey, I don't think we should have blown that dead, but for the Eagles, we'll take it, because I think the Eagles kind of gave up on it. In turn, the Shells gave up on it as well, so now it might be, hey, where do we give them the ball? They were tackled over here.
I might be up for that by the time.
They're still trying to figure it out. They're going to bring in the other official from the far side and ask him what he thinks is going to happen.
Come on, guys. The rules of basketball.
And I believe they said the referee tonight is a Hall of Famer, so congrats to the Hall of Fame referee that we have here tonight. Now the official going over to talk to Roxana's coach. Coach Horner's wanting an explanation now as well. The white hat, he motioned that it was just a missed field goal, so I think they're just going to have to go with that. Once you miss it, you blow it dead, you got to go with what's called right there.
Now it looks like they're explaining everything to Coach Horner.
This is
interesting.
This was one thing that was cool in the XFL whenever they had their deal going.
Oh yeah, you can hear what the coaches are saying.
They talk, whenever they would review a play, they would have a microphone up in the booth. So nothing like you and I are talking. Here's our explanation, and then the official comes out and says, "Nope, this has actually happened." So I think we need a microphone on the officials. Mascuda had that. They did a great job with that, having the officials whenever there's penalties called.
We had some guys over here on the sideline. Looks like Ben could be out for the game, maybe. We'll see if he returns tonight. As we're finally playing again, here we go.
Here we go. Let's try to get a little feel to this game right now. They moved the chains, and they have them set. So now these Shells from Roxana get the ball at their own 11-yard line after the missed blocked field goal. It's going to be a false start. Once again, can't get a field goal in. So after all of that, loss of 5 on the play, repeat first down. A long first quarter. I think we got underway. About 7:05 is when it kicked off, so going on 26 minutes right now. Only 41 seconds remaining on that Manny McGuire Group scoreboard, where the Eagles trail it 7-0. Here in week 4, Eagles 2-1, as are the Shells.
This is going so slow. It took them 2 minutes to set the ball.
Shells looking down at their wristbands now, get the play call. Send a motion man to the wide side of the field. He's going to be the one that gets it. Great blocking downfield for the Shells. They're going to get a good run out of it. Gain of 8. And going to be brought down, I think it looks like Mason and Dominic over to make the tackle. And that might be the play that ends the first quarter.
Vaguely square.
Yeah. A little confusing when I look down and I see Vaguely making the tackles. So good job by both of our safeties flowing to make that tackle. It was good downfield blocking for the Shells. So with all of that said, that is going to end the first quarter here in Columbia. Once again, we'd like to thank our first responders for coming out tonight. Columbia Fire Department set up 1929. We were able to do the Aces Wild pregame show from the booth, or from the box. Jared wasn't really a fan of it, so if anybody has missed the pregame show, you must. I emphasize must.
Go watch it.
Go back and watch it. So we're going to head to a break, and we will bring you second quarter football from the Columbia Multipurpose Field after this. Welcome back into the second quarter here from Columbia. We would like to thank Corey Pharmacy and Joe Bacardi's for graciously donating the meal tonight for the boys pregame. And it's going to be a false start. I don't know what took the officials so long. They both moved. And it's going to be a loss of 5. They sent the one motion man, and the wingback was actually a little eager to get going. But thank you, Corey Pharmacy, for purchasing the meal, and Joe Bacardi's for making it. And they donated a little bit of the meal as well. So thank you to those two great sponsors.
Great food, too.
And if you would like to donate a meal or put a meal forward for the team, contact Coach Horner, and he can get you squared away to get these boys, whether it be varsity, JV, or both, a meal before the game. 2nd and 11 now for the Shells. Motion man, it's going to be nothing going for him. It's going to be right up the middle with a big bruiser of a running back. He's going to get to the 20, and it's going to bring a 3rd down and 3.
6'3", 210. Yeah, that's a lot of weight coming at Zach Wetzel there. And Wetzel just goes straight at his knees and makes a good tackle to bring up a pretty good third down here for Roxana.
6'3", 210 versus 5'7", 160. 3rd and 3. Big stop here needed for the Eagles. Motion man.
Wanted to go in motion.
Goes back to where he was with the hard count. Shell's now looking at their wristbands to get the call. Wide out to the right side by himself. It looks like we're going to send Wyke as a blitzer, and he does. They run it to the left side. They keep their feet moving. They got to make one man miss, and they do. They're to the 50. He's got a shot. He's got to make one man miss, and it's Vaguely to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Touchdown, Shells. Good for 80 yards. Had a couple shots at getting him in the backfield, but the running back there just a little bit too powerful. Number 25, 5'8", 127. He runs a lot bigger and a lot faster than that.
Yeah, and Maddox Stephan was there for the stop there. He had him right on the fourth, or it would have been fourth down on that third down there, and made the right read and got to the running back, but the running back was too quick for everybody else on the Eagles, and nobody could catch him. He said goodbye.
And he ran a lot bigger than what we just called out because it was the wrong number. Number 35, Terrell Graves, the junior, 5'11", 202. He looks like a 202 kind of guy.
That guy was moving.
Roxana out with the white jerseys and the yellow numbers. Makes it a little tough to see. Eagles are not much better than.
Yeah. What was that, week 1? We didn't know 10 and 18.
Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. Looked like Wyke was about there to make the block, but a lineman came backwards off the line of scrimmage to make the block on him. So with that, the Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard now reads Shells 14, Eagles 0, with 11:03 remaining in the first half. Before we get to that Century 21 halftime show.
I said right before that kick, if you make this and they get the ball, they could take the whole second quarter up if they wanted to, and they score in a minute.
So now the Eagles are, I'm going to call it a need to score here.
Yeah.
You got to get the fans into it. You got to get the team into it. The team not really much of anything going. So Coach Kendall's got to draw up something good. We'll see what happens here on this kick. You got to imagine they're going to go deep, and they've shown that they're going to kick it a pretty good ways, so maybe even throw a second guy back there. But you have to honor how they're lined up. They could do an onside kick at any time. So as goofy as the formation looks, it's effective.
Man, there's no energy in this place.
Shells have 3 kickers all back there at one time, so could be an onside left, right, or a deep kick.
Yeah, front line's always got to stay ready, that's for sure.
11:03 in the first quarter, or first half rather. Eagles need to score.
You could have 2 different people kicking too.
They send it deep, and it's going to be caught at the 17-yard line. Rainwater's going to get behind their blockers. He's going to make 2 men miss, but then 2 other guys come up and absolutely stick him. So from the 17 to the 27, a good 10-yard return. Let's see what Coach Horner has drawn up now.
I know they probably got a lot of speed in their secondary, but I kind of want to see a shot downfield. We haven't seen that yet tonight, so let Vaguely use that arm of his and put a speedy guy on the outside and let him fly.
Eagles are going to have split outs. Tight end and a sniffer back to the right side, pistol back as well. Going to be a handoff to that pistol back is Bryant. He's going to keep running the football, and he's going to end up fumbling it. Great job by Schnabel being there to pick it up, and it's going to be, instead of a gain of 3, going to be right back to the line of scrimmage.
Everything's going on with the Eagles right now. They need to get it together right now before this turns into a 42-0 game like last week with Roxana and Civic Memorial.
Same formation once again for the Eagles, 10:34 remaining on the clock. It's going to be a handoff this time. Going to run to the left side, gets behind his blockers. Is number 40 this time, Cameron Janik. Going to be a gain of 7, now 3rd and 3. I'm keeping the ball in Dom's hands now.
Yeah, you almost have to. And we've seen, 3 different running backs tonight. We've seen Janik, we've seen Bryant, we've seen White. And then you always got to worry about 12 here, so 3rd and 5. Got him.
3rd and 4 turns into a 1st and 10 after the hard count. And it's going to be a good 5-yard penalty. Good job by that offensive line. Not moving, yeah.
That's probably one of the first plus things that we've done tonight right there. Get the 1st down on hard count. And let's get a drive going here.
Janik and Bryant come in. Hicks and Cameron Janik come out. Nick Janik went in. Doubles this time, running back to the right side. It's going to be a rollout to the right. They're going to come back across the field. It's going to be caught. Good little screen. Got a lot of blockers in front of them. They got themselves a 1st down. They got to the 40, into the 35-yard line, where he is brought down into shell territory. Great call by Coach Horner.
Because that play, you think Don Bigley's going to run the ball all the way to the right there, and you forget about the running back that he did a play action to. I remember Colton Bird scored, or almost scored in the playoff game against Greenville, I believe, on that play. That just turns into an electric play because, you have linemen that are literally making a wall for you, like a kickoff, basically.
Going to be a fake handoff this time. They're going to roll. He's got number 11, Janik, across the middle. And it's going to be caught. He's got into the 20, into the red zone now. Good ball, good catch. The Eagles got something moving.
Hey, you listen to me. I said take a shot downfield a little bit. I know that wasn't downfield. It was crossfield.
Got a flag on the play.
Got a flag on the play, and it looks to be in the area where holding would be, if I had to guess.
Fans are kind of getting into a little more too, which is good.
Let's see what old White Hat has to say. Nobody has moved on the chains or the football, though.
Is it construction theme down there for the Blue Crew tonight? It looks like.
Holding on the defense. They're going to decline that and take the play. I love how the officials, they still have to ask. However, we're going to take that 20-yard gain rather than the 5-yard penalty. Yeah, you look over at that Blue Crew. Construction is the theme. They're going to work. The Eagles got a lot of work ahead of them now. As the Eagles, with that defensive holding, are going to be good for a 16-yard gain. 1st down, great play called by Coach Horner, and now you got to get into the end zone. You taking a shot here at 20? You got something going? Maybe that penalty might have slowed everything down.
Just run the ball here on 1st down, see if you can get 5 or 6 yards, and then maybe take a shot to the end zone. But
pistol back this time. Going to hand it off, and it's going to go up the middle. Good for maybe 2, nothing more. I believe that was Cameron Janik. It was on the carry.
72 is a big boy, man. 5'10", 283. He just stuffed up that middle there. And great job there by Roxana defensive line.
You look at 283, 291, 255. They got a bunch of meat. 285 again. This time we're going to be sniffer back to the left, wide receiver to the left. We're going to fake it, going to the end zone's Wetzel. He's got the corner, and he's incomplete. Good play there, good attempt. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Maybe a little more air on that one.
Kind of like where he put it, though, because, that cornerback didn't turn his head at all, and he put it in a spot Wetzel can only grab it. Wetzel would have made an acrobatic catch there if he comes up with that one, but
Coach Horner really likes that play action, the motion man first to the play action.
And that's why we run all those flare routes and bubble routes, because whenever you run it early in the game, they think that's all you're going to run. When you get that little pump fake there, like they vaguely just did, and take a shot to the end zone, just a little off on that play.
Eagles trying to get set up, and they're not going to be able to. A lot of confusion there. There's guys running left and right everywhere. Coach Horner has to call a timeout. So he's going to have 1 remaining in the final 8:42 on that Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard as they trail 14-0, 3rd down and 8. And now you got to get into Coach Horner. Now he's got to try to figure out what he wants to do as he's looking over here at Coach Germain, asking what's going on. And I don't know, you can only have one coach in the huddle at a time, correct?
I thought so, yeah. Whenever I played it. Who knows? There's so many rules that change every year.
Well, I guess that myth is busted. No, maybe it is. I don't know. So 3rd and 8, you're in 4-down territory, I believe. Here. That field goal is not going to do anything for you. So you try to get 4 or 5 yards, give you a good 4th and 4. You don't want to have a 4th and 8.
I think you run on the outside with Vaguely. I think on the outside tonight, he's definitely seen some lanes and good blocking downfield. I mean, we talked about our stock blocking for the first 2 weeks. Carter Hicks gets out there and does a good job, and Zach Wetzel, and we see number 11 Janik every now and then get out there and make a good block. But I'd run number 12 to get to a manageable 4th down.
And that's what we're going to do. Vaguely's going to go to the left. He's got himself a good gain. He's going to try to get to the 10, which is what he needed for the 1st down, but he's going to be brought out of bounds at the 12.
Yeah,
and
first down.
That's going to be a 1st down
I
for
knew
the
something
Eagles.
was coming. He tackled him, and he literally wouldn't let him get up. And they did that earlier. And those two were, I think that's, number 2. That was him earlier who was running his mouth a little bit to Dom Vaguely, and Dom Vaguely got the best of him there. And that would be an automatic 1st down, I believe.
It will be. I believe it's going to be a half a distance to the goal. So now, instead of having it at the 12, the Eagles will have 1st and goal at the 6.
They're still trying to talk it over here. Looks like, 1st down Eagles now.
That'll give Columbia 1st and goal from the 7-yard
These refs are so slow at setting the ball right now. I don't understand. Not to call out the white hat, but man, set that ball quicker. We've got to get a little tempo going. Now it's off a penalty. Whatever, I need to stop complaining. 1st down.
Now we have a timeout. So we're going to run to a break, and we will bring back this 1st down and goal from the 6. Hopefully the Eagles are able to get it into the end zone, so we will be back right after this. As we mentioned, First Responders Night, they are on their way to a call right now. So let's thank those first responders once again. We had the ability to go up into the ladder 1929 to shoot our pregame show today. So a lot of fun to be able to do something like that. As the Eagles there try to run the football up the middle, and they're going to get 5. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 1. So once again, thank you to those first responders and the fire department. Jared, like I said, if you haven't gone and watched the pregame show, you've got to go do it.
Oh, man.
So 2nd down and goal from the 1.
Come on, 12. Punch one in here. Right up the middle.
Looks like the Eagles are trying to stall out the clock a little bit. Still can't get much of a feel. They're going to run the ball up the middle with Janik. He's going to get into the end zone. Good for a Columbia Eagles touchdown.
I think the whole Roxana staff and me and probably the whole place here thought 12 was going to get the ball inside the 5-yard line, but great job there by Janik to find a hole, get in the end zone, put some points up on the scoreboard for the Eagles and make this a close one.
All for that PAT now. Good snap, good hold. Kick is blocked once again.
goodness.
Now nobody's sure if they should pick it up or not.
Kendall is not going to sleep good tonight.
And that's going to be a blocked PAT this time. So that's the second time now the Eagles have tried to kick it and haven't been able to. So that'll take that Mandy McGuire group scoreboard with 7:57 remaining in the first half. Roxana 14, Columbia 6, and we're going to need to stop here and try to get the football back real quick so that we're able to get some more points on the board. Like you said, Roxana will start with the football in the second half.
And this could be the biggest drive of the game, honestly. I mean, you're up 8, and you've got 7:57 on the clock. If I'm Roxana, I'm trying to waste as much time here as I can. I know I said this earlier, but they scored in like 3 plays. But I try to travel down the field as slow as I can, take as much time, try to get some points because you get the ball at half. So we'll see if Coach Germain's defense can step up here and get a good stop.
You're looking here at the footage that we had up in the basket. Told Jared we were only 77 foot up in the air, I think, at the highest point. So this is actually when we're coming down. So, Jared.
I hope you didn't pan to me real quick.
I don't think Jared will be joining the fire department, but awesome view right there of the field. So not something that we can always get. So pretty cool experience tonight. Vagley's going to send it deep. And he's going to get the bottom of the football, and it's going to be a shorter kick. It's going to be fumbled from the 10-yard line. They're going to pick it up. They're going to get to the 15, forces one man on. He's going to make 3 men miss. Penalty flag gets thrown, and it's going to be tackled by number 23, Brennan Week, on that Roxana sideline. And Carter Hicks is over there on the tackle as well, but the penalty flag thrown at the 30. So we will see what happens after the officials get together and talk about that. White Hat was pointing towards Roxana on the initial conversation they all just had.
The ball must be slippery. We've seen a lot of fumbles tonight. Out of Vagley's hand, Brennan White fumbled one earlier, and that guy kind of just lost his footing, and the ball went straight through his arm. So lucky enough to land on it and get the ball. First down, Shells.
I did not see what the official motion there.
Yeah, I didn't either. All right, D, get a stop.
So Roxana comes out. They're going to stick with their same formation. With the split out, he's primarily been to the wide side of the field tonight. Hasn't really been a factor. Once or twice they've gone to him for really no gains. Wyke's going to be the man that's going to be blitzing. It's going to be a misdirection. It's going to be sniffed out. Kenningstein there to make the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, he blew that one up from the get-go. And he picked him up off the field. Good job, Kenningstein. That a boy. So now you got second and about 13 here. We haven't really seen them throw the ball downfield a lot. They run those quick little slant routes or out routes. And they run a lot of those out of the backfield routes. So we'll see if they want to throw here, and they are.
It's going to be a play action. It's going to be caught at the 30. Great job by Wetzel sticking with the guy. The catch was made, but that's all right. He was there right away to make the tackle.
Yeah, and what we say he was, number 3, Andrew Ellis, 6'1", 166. And what's Wetzel listed at on here?
5'7",
160. So giving up a lot of height there, but he's always in the right spot, like we've been saying all season long, and you gotta love the work from number 3 and stuff he does there. But first down, Shells.
First down, they got a little bit of breathing room now as they get it to the 32-yard line. Going to be a motion man. They're going to go up the middle. They're going to try to break it to the outside. He gets to the outside. He's being chased by Hicks. They got a first down into Eagles territory. Going to be brought down by Mason Vagley at the 40, and that's going to be good for about 25 yards for the Shells. Evan Wells called his name a bunch already.
And this is something Waterloo could have did to us all night long 2 weeks ago, but they chose to start throwing the ball, which who knows. But great job, Roxana, tonight. Their offensive line has given a lot of holes for the running backs to work, so defense definitely going to have to make some adjustments at halftime and try to stop that run game.
Going to go up the middle once again, just a quick ISO. Keeps his feet moving. I think everyone gave up on the play, thought he was down, but he wasn't.
Running his feet.
Good job by Vagley sticking with the play, but it's going to be good for another 20. That time he went right up the middle. Looked like he got tackled. Everyone stopped, and he kept going.
nobody even went for his legs there. They're all going for just trying to hold on to his jersey. Maybe we need to have some more tackling drills.
Maddox Steffen comes off this time for the Eagles. I didn't see who came on. First down and 10 at the Eagles' 24-yard line for the Shells. They've got themselves a good drive going. They're going to try the end around. It's not going to be anywhere. Look like Terrell on the carry once again. Maybe a gain of 2, and that's what the Eagles needed to slow this drive down. Number 73, Kenningstein comes off. 75, Joe Kish comes on. Kenningstein goes straight over to the water. Second down and 8 from the 21-yard line, we'll call it.
Come on,
They're going to try end around once again. Good job by White, trying to get him in, and it's going to be a face mask.
White did a great job there trying to force him back in and getting a hold of his jersey, which I said you don't really want to do that much, but whenever you're getting pushed back by a right tackle, I mean, as long as you can just try to grasp onto the running back and wait for your linebackers to flow to you. But it looks like it's going to be a face mask on the Eagles.
And that's a personal foul face mask, so that is extra yardage compared to just a regular face mask. Instead of 5, it's going to be a 15-yard. And it'll be a first down for the Shells. I believe that is a spot foul, 15 from the spot. The official's ready to walk it off, but I think they have to get official word what the coach wants to do. Could have been a loss on the play. Once again, waiting on the officials. I think when we play Roxana, every time we can never get a feel. That game back in 2019 with all the penalties that were called, it was another long time.
It just seems like they don't even know the rules. Like they have to talk to each other every time. They don't know how many yards is what.
It's going to be a first and 10 for the Shells now from the 14 as they enter into the Eagles red zone. 5:45 remaining in the first half. Same formation, wide out to the right side of the quarterback. They're going to go the motion man to the left. It's going to be a great job there by the Eagles, forcing it inside. Nowhere to go, so it's going to be Dom Vigley with a tackle for a loss.
Brought down by number 12, Dom Bagley.
I think he's playing a little up now as a linebacker.
You don't really need a safety at this point. They haven't shown that they're going to throw the ball too much, so I would move them up.
And not having Denny really hurts right now because
looks like Peyton Andrews has moved back. Well, now they're flip-flopped. Andrews now steps up. Vaguely steps back. Quarterback up the middle. He's going to fake it. It's going to be a play action. Looks to the right side. It's going to be caught. Good job, Mason Vaguely making the tackle as he caught it for a gain of maybe 2, and third down and 11 now for the Shells. Big thing is that clock keeps ticking.
Yeah, a fumble or an interception would be real nice right here.
Brings up a third down for Roxana. 11 to go.
Let us know where you're listening from. I know Alex always likes to say that, but hey, let me say it one of these times.
You got it. Let us know where you're listening from.
Give us a text, yeah.
Third and 11. Under 10 seconds now on the play clock for the Shells. Quarterback just now getting under center. They'll send a motion man. They're going to go to that left side, and it's going to be nothing going. Great job. Cameron Janik was there as long as another Eagle. And it's going to be a gain of 3, and from up here we could see that hole open, but there was an Eagle right away to stuff the hole.
Looks like Roxana coach is discussing what they want to do here. If I'm then, you have a place kicker, I'm trying to kick it. If you miss it, if it gets blocked, you're going to shut it down again.
They're going to send everyone up to that sideline. They're going to run that play clock all the way down to 0. Call that timeout. And the big thing, the Eagles had to call 2 timeouts. And that's going to be the huge thing. They could have kept that clock stopped at 4 minutes, but we have to keep that one for when we need it. So 3:28 now in the first half. Come back for that Century 21 halftime show whenever we have the band coming out for their halftime show. A good game here by the Eagles and Shells. What we expected, a physical game that We knew it was going to be a tough game for the Eagles. They were going to have to come out and play a perfect game, and so far haven't been able to, but they only find themselves down 14-6 on the Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard. Need to get a stop here to keep this score where it is, with Roxana getting the ball to start the second half. So this is a big play right here, and they are going to kick it. Attempt for a field goal, I guess I should say. I think the Eagles are going to have to try to go for a block here.
Probably call it dead.
They brought a guy onto the field. Don't need to. Now it's going to be another timeout for the Shells. I think the coach was telling the player to go onto the field. The players were telling him, no, we don't need you. Now the coach is telling him that he needs him back in the game.
Back-to-back timeouts there. Really no time. If you're a coach, you're not too happy about that. We saw Coach Horner, what was that, week 1 in Mascoutah, coming out of a timeout, and we get a delay game. And then he had to burn another timeout. So, I mean, when you get in these situations, I mean, it's crucial.
You going for a block here?
Yes, I'm going for a block here.
Would you go for a block on every PAT field?
Yes. Put my 2 fastest guys on both sides of it. Bulletin in.
So we'll see what Coach G and Coach Kendall have drawn up here on the special teams. Eagles coming back now onto the field. Yeah, you don't want to fake here. I can see this is a good fake spot.
It could be, yeah.
If you don't convert on it, who cares? You're going to have the Eagles with the ball 89 yards in front of them with 3:28.
Only one timeout, too.
It's going to be a good snap, good hold. The kick is blocked. They're going to have to pick it up, and the Eagles just fall on it.
And they let that one play out, didn't they?
Well, they figured out the rules. So it's going to be a blocked field goal for the Eagles. And the Eagles offense is going to come out with 85 yards and 3 minutes and 24 seconds in front of them to try to get on that scoreboard one more time.
3 block kicks today, Alex. I don't think I've ever seen a game in a high school game with 3 block kicks. Honestly.
I can't say I've ever seen a game with a 46-yard field goal either. We've got it all this year on special teams. So the Eagles officially are going to start at the 16-yard line. Doubles this time for the Eagles. Sniffer back to the right side is Hicks. Motion man is Wyke. It's going to be an offsides, I bet, with the penalty flag thrown to the left.
Like Mika Fitzpatrick coming off the edge there, making that block.
So it is going to be a gain for the Eagles. 5-yard gain, 1st and 10, 1st and 5 rather now. That official, as soon as the play was said go, he threw the flag. So Eagles get a free 5 yards. Wyke was going to be your motion man. I don't know if we were going to hand the ball off or if that was going to be a little RPO for Vaguely. Like you said, it's a field that you didn't play for 13 days. So it's going to be the same formation for the Eagles now. Same formation for the Eagles. Everyone getting up to the line of scrimmage now. Hicks is your up back. Vaguely sands Wyke in motion again. And it's going to be another fumble on the play, and it's going to keep rolling around, and it's going to be recovered by the Shells. Fumble on the handoff.
Fumble on the play. Roxana recovers.
So now the Shells only have 9 yards in front of them until the end zone. So Coach G, you've got yourself a pretty big task here, and we're going to need to stop after the second fumble on a handoff.
Inside the 15-yard line. So on that first one, we were probably at what, the 25 on that first fumble that Vaguely had.
The 20, yeah.
But still, I mean, you got your back up against the wall from the get-go, and then now, right before halftime, you get the ball back. Think you can go down the field and score and tie it up at half. So now this is huge, man. This is huge right now. We have to get a big turnover here.
Play clock gets started, 25 seconds on that play clock with the switch of possessions. Same formation once again for the Shells. Send a motion man to the left side. They're going to run it to that left side. Big wall of guys. Nothing going though, maybe a gain of 2. And it brings up a 2nd and goal from the 7. Even the plays are long and slow developing as well. So Not much going here for the Shells or the
Carry
Eagles.
for Roxana.
Yeah, they're not going to let Columbia get the ball back here. They're going to probably try to, I would, if I was on offense right now, I'd snapping the ball at 3-4 seconds on the play clock so they don't get a chance to get the ball in number 12's hands again. So we'll see what Roxana's got drawn up here. 2:30 left in this first half. Big play here.
It's going to be a pass to the right side. Russell's going to have to make a tackle, and he's not going to be able to. It's going to be a touchdown for the Shells. Once again, taking advantage of a miscue and a turnover from the Eagles. Haven't said number 3's number a lot over there, but whenever he gets it, he makes you pay.
Yeah, and that was just an easy. We saw that 1 or 2 times already tonight with a quick little out, or not out route, but an out route. And yeah, Wetzel just couldn't get there in time and tried breaking all the way to the pylon, but touchdown, Roxana.
PAT now for the Shells. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it sneaks inside that left upright, and it is good. So we will send it to a break with that Mandy McGuire group scoreboard reading 2:27 in the first half. Roxana Shells lead this one 21-6. We will be back with the rest of the first half after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the end of the first half. Eagles trail it 21-6. It'll be a good kick for the Shells. It's going to be caught by Wyke. He's going to run all the way back to his goal line. He's going to have to make a man miss, and he's not going to be able to. He's trying to get to the outside. Couldn't get there, so the Eagles now have 90 yards ahead of them. Got to try to get in the end zone, get some points here, get something rolling.
He should have let that go in the end zone. Because, I mean, when you have to run 15 yards backwards to go catch it, and you have guys flying down the field, you have to reverse your whole body and start going the other way, especially when not a lot of blockers, and you're literally standing on the goal line. I would have let that one go into the end zone, but 1st and 10 Eagles.
Doubles for the Eagles, empty backfield. Sniffer back is Hicks to the right side of Vagley. Gonna have to throw the ball, and it's gonna be caught this time by White. He's gonna try to get upfield. He's gonna get to the 13. Gain of 3.
Number 23, Brennan White.
Again, another good ball there by Vagley as it was up
By number 2,
a little tall for White. He wasn't able to catch it in stride. Might have thrown off the timing a little bit. Bryant comes on, Hicks comes off. Throwing a running back there with Vagley this time. Trips to the right side, 2:15 in the first half. Trips to the right side, running back right. Gonna be a rollout to the right is Vagley. He's gonna find his wide receiver. He's gonna get upfield. I believe that's gonna be Wetzel. It's gonna be good for a first down. Got to get up to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the left side now. Got to get something going here for your Coach Horner.
And I think that rollout game is perfect for Don Vagley because, I mean, he's got a cannon, so whenever he's rolling out like that to his strong side, it's pretty nice whenever you can sling it 40 yards downfield, but if you see a spot, an opening, he's good enough to get it with his legs.
Trips to the left side now. It's going to be pass to the right side. Great job by Bryant catching it. He's got to get upfield, hold on to the football. He gets to the 30. It's a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 now for the Eagles. Got something going once again. keep these positive plays going, getting halftime with a little bit of momentum. And it's going to be good for a first down.
I'm sorry, this ref in the middle of the field is driving me insane, Alex. He's walking as slow as he can.
Trip to the left side. They're going to fake the short route. Vegley's going to have to run. He's got the right side of the field open. Now he's going to get himself a first down. Get close, get into shell territory. Gain of 18, we'll call it. He's going to go out of bounds at his own 49-yard line. Keep it going, Coach Horner. Coach Kendall's out there now. He's yelling to the guys. Keep it going. This is what I like about this offense. When you're no huddle, you're able to do this.
Get set.
You got the play call, get set.
Yeah, but he didn't spot it right, so they had to step back a little bit.
Trips to the left side, running back right. We look to the left side. It's going to be a high throw once again. Luckily, it falls in no man's land. That could have been a disaster for the Eagles. So it's 2nd and 10. Now you can catch your breath if you're the Eagles offense.
Dom kind of knew there after he threw it. He slapped the ground real hard. Knew that wasn't a good ball to throw in some space. But lucky it's 2nd down and the clock stops.
So 2nd and 10, ball at the Eagles' 49-yard line, 1:19 remaining in the first half. Trips to the left side. Running back right, ball in the right hash. Good snap there. It's going to be picked up blitzers. And it's going to be a gain of nothing, maybe a loss of 1. Now you got all your receivers downfield walking back. You got to get back to 3rd and 11. Once again, I'm going to go for 5 or 6 yards and yeah, you know what? We're under a minute. I think I'm going to go into halftime.
Yeah. Especially with the fumbles that we've seen tonight. We've already seen 3 fumbles. We were lucky to recover one of them, but
there's going to be a rollout to the left, I bet. Nope, we're going to stay in the pocket. It's going to be a throw to the left side, though. Caught by Janik. He's got the 35. He's got a first down.
Did he get out of bounds?
He did not. He stayed in bounds. So it's going to be ball on the Roxana 39-yard line. The Eagles have the ball on the Roxana 39-yard line.
Out of bounds by number 5, Nick Ward.
Get on the ball.
First down,
Make sure you're set. You know what route you're running here, because clock is started now and 30 seconds and ticking.
Blitz and man picked up by Schnabel. It's going to be caught on the right side. Good job by Wetzel getting 9 yards.
Yeah, late hit. I like
bounds.
that. They've been doing that kind of all night.
So it's going to be Wetzel good for a first down, and there's going to be 15 yards more tacked on for that late hit. Good job by Wetzel there. That's a pretty, that's a bang-bang play right there. He's going out of bounds, so
just giving him a little touch. Yeah, you got to do something.
The kid's got to get him out of bounds. So I'm going to say, is it a ticky-tack call? I'll take it.
Yeah.
But Wetzel's still a runner at that point. He's just trying to force him out of bounds. So.
And that's the 2nd time we've seen them do that tonight. I mean, I think I've seen it 3 or 4 times by them. But he got caught on that one, and the ref's still discussing it.
Xander Heck comes out onto the field now. Going to be an empty backfield. Coach Horner has to burn his final timeout. That's the 3rd timeout now as we watch Coach Horner kind of get a little upset out there. That's the 3rd timeout he's had to call because of something like that happening. So, like you said, not a good week here coming off the forfeit.
Yeah, and I think here now you got 1st and 10. You don't want to burn that there, because I mean, if you stay in bounds here on a, say Don Bailey rolls out to the left over here and he stays in bounds, it's going to look like the Cowboys losing their season last year. You're not going to have any time to call timeout because you don't have any, and you can't even get on the ball in time because you can't spike it. So sorry, Cowboys fans, I just had to call them out there, but I mean that's what you don't want to happen here. And we've already seen a lot of sloppiness tonight, so definitely a huge play right here.
The good thing is that 15-yard penalty sends it to the 15-yard line. So 1st down and 10 from the Roxana 15. 27 seconds remaining in the first half. Doubles to the left side. Nope, we're going to go doubles. Sniffer back to the left side. Empty backfield for Vegley.
Can you throw it here? Yep.
He's going to throw it. It's going to fake, and they're going to go to the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught by the Eagles. Number 11, Nick Janik. No! I didn't see it. I saw a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought I did too. I told you, man.
So it's going to go incomplete.
Coach Horner is furious.
So that's going to go incomplete. We're going to have 2nd down and 10 now.
He didn't. I didn't even see the ball come out of his hands.
I think the officials are getting together now. Coach Horner and even a couple of the Eagles are saying your hands were up as a touchdown, and then you called it incomplete. So if you called the touchdown first, you got to go with the touchdown. That's what you called.
Here goes another 10-minute discussion. Dude.
Well, and then they're going to have to come over and explain.
Touchdown.
It is a touchdown,
Jesus.
Eagles.
What is going on, dude?
You got to go for 2.
the
Go
worst
for 2,
officiating
go
I've
for
ever
2,
seen.
go for 2. So now Roxana's coaches are coming out. They want to know what's going on.
Yeah. And they just got a penalty. This is getting out of hand, man. I'm telling you.
This is an Eagles and Shells game.
It's going to start getting chippy, too, because Roxana's kind of known to be a little chippy towards the end of games. But so make sure you're keeping your head on a swivel as you look over there towards the Roxana sideline. Coach not too happy. But he put up a touchdown whenever we thought it was touchdown. Then they say incomplete, and now they say it's touchdown again.
So now with all of that going on, now you look over at our coaches. Once again, we are now going to go for the PAT. We are going for a PAT now. A lot going on right there. Great job by the Eagles there getting into the end zone. You had to do it. So there's going to be the sideline penalty. Nope,
It's a touchdown. And they waving off the flag.
Now they waved off the flag on Roxana.
Alex, I don't know if I can call this game anymore. I'm getting furious over here. Damn.
So we have
Still waiting.
a 21-12 ball game. We're going to see if the Eagles now are going to go for 2. They threw the kicking tee off, so now Coach Horner says we're going for 2. He's got Cameron Janik in at running back, Brendan Wyke as your sniffer back. Vaguely the quarterback. I'm going to see a run right here. We got a lot of beef up there, and it's going to be a lot of big block in there. Vaguely's going to get into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good.
Are you sure? Keep your eyes down there. Make sure you. All right, he's in.
So a crazy 2 minutes right there, but when it's all said and done, the Eagles get into the end zone like we needed. We get the 2-point conversion, and we now trail this one 21-14.
Turning into probably one of the wildest games we've ever.
Good job by the Eagles getting into the end zone. Like I said, we had to do it.
Yeah, good little drive there.
So now with all of that going on, now you still got to make a stop here this 22 seconds. You can't let anything happen there. Great work, I'm going to say, there by our camera crews. Good job. They were trying to find the officials because the officials were talking, but then the coaches were going crazy. So good job to our high school students and our producer behind us getting everything going. So crazy couple of minutes right there.
That was a good drive, though. Don Bagley threw the ball really well on that drive, and a lot of good openings for the wide receiver, a lot of separation.
So what did we have right there? It looked like we faked another bubble once again, what we're going to call it. And it was just right down the middle of the field was Nick Janik and caught the go.
Sometimes those linebackers are if it's man-to-man, they're one-on-one with that running back. So if they think, okay, they're going to go to the running back real quick, and then you have a wide receiver running right behind you. That's what Janik did there, and lucky enough, got a touchdown, one-score game. Let's see a fumble here. How about that?
Bagley kicks it deep, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Shells are going to have the ball at the 20-yard line. As crazy as that all just happened, I think I'd try for an end zone shot. You never know. It might happen. So the Eagles defense comes out onto the field now. 22 seconds remaining in this first half. We will run to a break before the Century 21 halftime show. We'll let the band get set up, and we will bring you their performance. Always a good one, always fun to watch at that halftime show. Once again, we'd like to thank Century 21 for sponsoring that. And it looks like they will take a knee here. Everybody is up on the line of scrimmage. And that will do it for the first half. A crazy ending to what was a slow first half. Shells taking advantage of some of the miscues by the Eagles. Couple fumbles, I think, and they took advantage on 2 of them, got themselves 2 touchdowns. So as we get done with the first half, heading into that Century 21 halftime show, the Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard reads Shells 21, Eagles 14. We will be back right after this.
Attention, band and color bar carrots, marching band yard signs on sale tonight at Old Concession Stand for $10. Proceeds to benefit the band trip to Disney Summer 2023. That's no new, the Star Wars show. The band is under the direction of Mr. Christian Avis Rouse and color guard coach Jessica Janik, drum major Amy Velnoski. Take it away.
He doesn't even have to come to the ground. As long as he possesses it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the crazy thing you understand is they're working 4-man teams. You know, the officials are still back check. Got umpires trying to back up. You know, they're running.
Reminder for the band and color guard parents. Marching band yard signs for sale tonight. Both concession stands for $10 each. All proceeds will benefit the band trip to Disney, summer of 2023. Get your 50-50 tickets out. Columbia Eagle Athletic Booster Club raised $107.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Century 21 halftime show presented by Century 21 here in town. Talk a little bit of that first half, Jared. A game that you can tell we haven't played in 13 days.
Yeah, it was real sloppy from our first drive that we got the ball. I mean, Don Bagley fumbled on that real early, probably 3-4 minutes in the game, and our defense had their backs to the end zone there. So not a very good start, but got the ball in Bagley's hands a little bit more, getting outside, a lot of outside runs that we've seen from him get loose a little bit tonight. So we'll see if we can throw the ball a little bit downfield in the second half, because, I mean, that last drive that we went on to score, Bagley was kind of sailing it down the field, finding Janik, finding Wetzel a couple times. So I'm really looking to see Bagley throw the ball a little more here.
And you look at those 2 turnovers that we did have, turned into 2 touchdowns for Roxana. So give them credit. They're taking advantage of that short field that we're giving them.
And the block kick.
And the block PAT, yeah. So they are doing what they need to do. The Eagles are just going to have to figure out how to get into the end zone and at least one more time more than they do. So the Eagles are going to have their work cut out for them. Roxana will get the football to start the second half. If you look around the league, like I said, it is the first game in the Cahokia Conference. Freeburg is leading Central 13-8 at half. Waterloo, a little bit of a shocker here, leads Mascoutah 14-6 at half, and Edwardsville leads O'Fallon, which is the big game of the week. Edwardsville and O'Fallon. Edwardsville leads that one 17-7 at the half. Thank you to Zach Daly for getting us those halftime scores. So that big game though in the Cahokia Conference, Breeze Central and Freeburg. We'll look ahead 1 week. It's Freeburg comes to Columbia next week, so big game here for the Eagles. They need to start out on that 1-0. Made it a little tough on themselves right now to start, but Cahokia Conference play is always going to be neck and neck between the top 3 teams here in Columbia Central and Freeburg. So the Eagles are going to have 24 minutes to make up that 7 points, and we'll see what happens after that. Jared, what are your keys now? We talked about that first half. What are your 3 keys? And now let's look into that second half. Now that you got the cobwebs off from that 13-day layover.
Yeah, I think I said off the beginning of the game, I wanted to see the ball in Brennan White's hands a little more out of the running back position, but he did fumble one earlier that we were lucky enough to recover. Cam Janik, is that yeah. He's came in running back tonight, so we've seen about 3 or 4 different running backs back there with Bagley. So I think using our running backs a little bit more to free up a little more room for Bagley, get him more room to work. And I think we could walk out of here with a dub, but we got to get a stop here and get some more points on the board.
We talked about the student section, the Blue Crew down there in construction night. Eagles got some work to get through here as we end the Century 21 halftime show and bring you second half action here at the Columbia Multi-Purpose Field. Good kickoff by Bagley, recovered at the 5-yard line. Shells are going to make it right up the middle. They're at the 25, busted to the left side to the 30, to the 35, and finally brought down. And that's where that Shells offense, who's going to be a run-heavy offense like we've seen that first half, is going to take over.
Hopefully, Coach Jermaine made some adjustments on that defensive line and those linebackers, because they were kind of doing whatever they wanted to in the run part of the game. But we'll see what we can do here, because I remember that first drive, Schnabel had, 2 or 3 tackles on the first drive, and I don't think we've called his name since. So see if he can get his name up in there again.
Eagles typically staying in that 3-man front. Even with these teams that run the football a lot, you would see a lot of teams go down to a 4-man front, but the Eagles stay with 3 and they keep their linebackers up close.
You don't see Matt Cripple drop the ball right there. He dropped that one when they threw it to him. So
going to send a motion man. They're going to do all sorts of reactions, and it's going to be a reverse. Going to get to the outside, forced back in by Wetzel. Good for 11 yards and a first down. Roxana coming out firing right away.
Brennan White was there on that play too. He forced everything back in like he's taught to do. The running back was good enough to kind of give him a little stiff arm and get upfield and pick up a first down. And as you look at him there, he taps his chest, knows that was his bad.
46-yard line now for the Shells. Roxana slowing down a little bit, getting that play call as there's already under 20 seconds on the play clock. 3 men down. Defensive ends are standing up. Everyone creeps up. It's going to be a run to the left side. They're going to get underneath. Janik misses the tackle, and it's going to be brought down with 3 Eagles finally. Another hard run. See if we can get a number on that. Number 35, that is that Terrell Graves, 5'11", 202. He's a strong running back and a quick running back.
And they were using, who was that big guy we were talking about earlier? They had another running back that was like almost 200 pounds. So you got the speed back, and then you got the power back. I mean, that's all you can ask for as a run-first offense.
I think Roxana knows that the Eagles offense can get fiery in a hurry, so they are slowing it down here. Under 10 seconds now. Motion man will be your right up back. They're going to go right up the middle this time, though, and it's going to be Schnabel just catching them, along with number 73, Tom Kenningstein, for a gain of 2.
Evan Walls on the carry, brought down by number 73, Tom
A lot of big
Kenningstein.
boys up there on that line, too. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but, I mean, as a run-heavy offense, it's nice when you got those big boys in front of you blocking for you. And then you can lull your defense to sleep and maybe pass one down the field here in a little bit if you don't get a first down on this play. Maybe a little third down action. They can chuck one downfield, so we'll see what Roxana does here on 2nd and about 8.
2nd and 8, send a motion man. They're going to go to the left side this time, and it's going to be sniffed out by Dom Vagley and brought down for a loss of 1.
He don't miss too many tackles, does he?
Evan Wells, ball carrier.
Not very often.
Brought down to the backfield. Number 12, Dom Vagley.
He was right up there. Once again, we've seen it a couple times with these camera angles we have now. The hole opens up and you get a white hat in there real quick, and they may only gain 2 or 3 yards, but they're filling those gaps and they're filling those holes in a hurry.
And Denny, the starter that we were so excited to see tonight, he's over here on the sideline with his pads off, so he's probably done for the night.
Up the middle this time, they're going to have to bend it to their right side. Eagles are going to have to force it back inside, and they do. It's going to be a gain of 4, and it's going to be a 4th and 5, and a tough spot here for Roxana if they're going to punt or kick or go for it.
Number 14, Logan Hicks. Number 18, Mason Baker.
Logan Hicks with the tackle.
Genius.
4th down and 5. Roxana unsure if they're going to want to punt, if they're going to go for it, taking their time. It's looking like they're going to go for it here. Watch the football here if you're the Eagles. We've got them to jump twice.
I don't know why it's so quiet in here.
Doubles this time. Running back's going to go to the left side, and it's going to be caught. Going to be good for a first down, +2, gain of 7. 1st and 10 for the Shells.
I think our fans got to get into it there. I mean, you got a 4th and 5
Number
here.
22, Zed Katz.
One of the biggest plays of the game up to this point. I mean, you get to stop the field and try to tie the football game, but fans are just not into it tonight. Blue Crew's been kind of quiet over there.
Coach G's got his work cut out for him. Not on skates too bad right now. They are moving back, but a little bit of control here. 1st down and 10, ball at the Eagles' 28-yard line. That was the first time we had seen Roxana in a shotgun formation. It's going to be a run right up the middle. Schnabel once again is going to latch on and going to be brought down by a couple different Eagles.
Janik was in there as well. It looked like Brandon Jackson, I believe. So 3 or 4 Eagles there on that tackle.
Stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up about 2nd and 6.
57, Mason Schnabel leading the way.
7:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter here on that Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard. Eagles trail at 21-14. 2 costly turnovers led to touchdowns. And that's been the story of the game right now.
If you're Roxana, I mean, you're loving this drive right now. Taking time off the clock, try to punch one in, go up 2 scores.
They're going to bend it to the left side. They tried going up the middle. It's going to be a missed tackle, but that's all right. It forces all the other Eagles to get there. Mason Vagley was in the backfield, and then it's a flock of Eagles to make a tackle. No gain on the play.
Wells on the carry again for Roxana.
This is where I want to see the fans get a little out here. I mean, you got another big 3rd down, but I still hear crickets.
Literally. 3rd and 6. 5-minute drive now for the Roxana Shells, and you look at the defense, a couple guys with their hands on their hips. They need to get off the football field.
I love how Hicks has a 14 on his jersey, but 54 on his helmet.
Motion man to the right side. They're going to fake it up the middle. Quarterback's going to keep it to the right. He's going to cut up the middle.
He's going to use the option.
It might be a first down. It's going to be close. We'll see what kind of spot the officials give him. And it will be a first down for the Shells.
Brought down by number 57, Mason Schnabel.
The Eagles kind of on their heels right now. And Roxana just marching down the field.
First and 10, Roxana.
And that's what a run-first offense usually does. They'll get 3 yards here, 4 yards here, 2 yards, first down. And you're wasting a lot of time, too, so they've already wasted half of this quarter.
Going to be a pass play to the right side. It's going to be a fade route. Wetzel's going to have to make a play.
Yes,
and he
sir.
does make a play. Interception, Zach Wetzel into the end zone for a touchback.
So you're throwing that on 1st and 10 when you just ran all the way down. I don't understand. What are you doing on that side of the ball? My goodness.
Bend don't break. Coach Germain, he's given up the yardage, and he gets a turnover where the Eagles desperately need it. And let's see what this Eagles offense is able to do now.
I do not understand that play call. I was saying that when we played Waterloo, too. I mean, whenever you're literally running that, you're getting 5 yards, 4 yards every carry. And then you want to take a shot to the end zone that you haven't thrown deep all night, and you're going to pick on our number 1 corner? Good luck. Good job there, Wetzel, getting in the way and making a big play. First down, Eagles.
Tight end right, sniffer back right. We're going to run it to the right with Cam Janik. He's going to get 3. If I'm Coach Horner, you had success with a little bit of tempo to end the first half. Let's try it again.
Cameron Janik up the middle for Columbia.
Janik looks like he's getting a lot of touches right now, which is good to see. Runs really hard, puts his head down, fights for extra yards.
Going to be the same formation looking like for the Eagles. Janik's coming out 5'10", 175, sophomore. Same formation. They're going to move him from a pistol back to the left side of Vagley, who's going to keep it this time. He's going to have to try to get to the outside. He's going to make one man miss. He's going to get to the 30, lowers his shoulder, gains an extra yard out of it, and that's a first down for the Eagles. Run the football hard, Dom Vagley.
I bet you it's going to
32-yard line now for the Eagles. First and 10, good run there by Vagley, making that man miss on the juke. Doubles, same formation, we'll just call it that. Ball on the left hash this time now. 5:18 remaining in the third quarter. Going to be a play action. Vagley's going to roll to the right. He's got Hicks, and it's going to be caught by Hicks. Good for another first down. Another 8 yards after the carry. Good for 18, and another Columbia Eagles first down.
We've seen a lot of that from Vagley tonight on the rollout. And he almost throws better on the run than he does sitting in the pocket, which is crazy to say, but he's got such good vision, and he can get out there so quick because he's a quick quarterback, and then he's got the arm strength to get it downfield on the run, which is very impressive to do as a high school quarterback. It's a great job by Don Vagley to just get out in open space and find his open guy.
This time we're going to go sniffer back to the left side. Looks like that tight end's going to be to the left is Hicks. Sniffer back is Wyke. Pistol back is Janik. Going to be another muffed snap there, and it's going to be a loss of 5. Vagley just did the smart thing and fell on it. 2nd and 15 now after the low snap.
Those are always drive killers right there because you get 2 first downs, you start getting some yardage, and then now you're Coach Horner, and now you're like, gosh, I'm trying to get a 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7 here. Now you got to draw up one for 2nd and 15 just to get a manageable 3rd down and 8 or 9.
Trips to the left side, running back to the left. It's going to be a roll to the left. It's going to be caught by Wetzel. He's got 5. He's going to get close to 10, maybe 8. And that's going to bring up a manageable 3rd and 2, and that's what he wanted. So 3rd down and 2. Coach Horner going down, talking to the official once again, trying to get a call. Doesn't get it. 3rd and 1 now. They're going to call it. Ball at the Shells 44-yard line.
I think the refs watched that first half and heard me talking smack on them a little bit, so looks like they're on it in the second half.
Hicks is going to be your tight end left, sniffer back left. Split out receivers on each side. Going to be a hard count. They're going to go offsides. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Keep it going, Coach Horner.
It's So, Alex, I know I'm not going to say, but if we score a touchdown, we got 2 block kicks tonight.
I don't chance it. No, I'm going to chance it. I'm going to go.
You're going to take the tie?
I'm going to take the tie.
Still a lot of time.
You can get another touch. You have enough time to get another touchdown. Yep. I'm going to try to take my points. We got to get in the end zone first.
Yes, we do.
Same formation, pistol back for the running back. They're going to go right up the middle with Janik.
Maybe just got laid out after he handed the ball off.
He's going to get 3, but that's fine because he might run it. So as the defensive lineman, you have to go make that tackle because he might pull it and run. It's not a late hit.
Did you get hit like that ever?
Oh, yeah. Because you
After
might
hand it off.
You might pull it, and that guy doesn't know if you're going to pull it or not. So if he doesn't go make the tackle,
that was
then
like
run
2 seconds after he handed it off.
Usually the officials will tell you before the game. They'll say, I'm going to say ball's gone, and if you get hit after that, that's whenever problems occur. Penalties occur. 2nd and 7. Trips to the right side, running back to the left. Vagley's looking to the left. Going to be caught with Bryant. He's going to have himself a first down. He's going to get to the 25-yard line, and it's going to be another first down for the Eagles.
And that's always nice whenever your running back can catch the ball out of the backfield. At any level of football, I mean, that's one of the hardest things to guard. And then you add a running quarterback on top of that. Any receiver that can catch the ball out of the backfield definitely makes it a lot harder on your defense for linebackers to read if it's a run, if it's play action, where that running back's going. So great play call there by Coach Horner and great eyes to get that ball to Bryant on the side.
Going to be just a quarterback run to the right side this time. Vagley's going to cut upfield as he needs to, spins out of a tackle, keeps his feet moving. He's got a first down and a couple extra yards. He's going to get into near the 10-yard line, and it'll be the Eagles football inside the red zone.
Look at Coach Kendall over here. He just came over here and picked up that block, so you might be right, Alex, if we score here. We can take a chance on that 3rd kick. 2 of them have been blocked tonight. 1 PAT, 1 field goal. We got to get in the end zone here. 1st and 10 from the 12.
Tight end left, sniffer back left is White, running back left is Janica Vagley. It's going to be the same play. They're just going to run it to the left side, and it's going to be a gain of 0. That low snap, we haven't mentioned the snaps this year at all yet. Tonight they're a little bit low. More times than not, they're going to be low. Coach Horner's going to have to drum something up here, like you said, Jared. You want to have those 3rd and manageables, not the 3rd and 15. So what do you think he's going to be drawing up here for the 2nd and 10?
I think White's going to run a little bubble route like we always see. And, I mean, it's wide open right now.
Trips to the left side, rolling to the left is Vagley. He's looking in the end zone. He's going to find Wetzel at the 5. Wetzel's going to put his head down. He's going to get out of bounds at the 1.
His foot hit the pylon.
So it'll be a 1st and goal Eagles.
Looks like he's on the 1-yard line.
I'm going to do a quarterback sneak here. I'm not taking the football out of my hands. Coach G's yelling, I'm sure at the lineman, make a play, make a block.
And Braden Johnson.
Bryant and Janik come off. That brings Hicks and Cameron Janik. There's your muscle into the game right now with Hicks, White, and Cameron Janik.
And you got Hicks coming in that left tight end. And usually running towards that way, so we'll see if Hicks is going to get the ball.
And he's going to go to the left side. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. There's an injured Eagle on the play. So with the training staff going out onto the field, we will head into a break, and we will bring you the important PAT after this. The injured Eagle was able to come off on their own power. And the Eagles are now going to go out. We'll see. It looks like we are going to go for 2 here. Coach Jermaine and Horner were able to talk it over. And they got something drawn up. Eagles are trailing 21-20. Tight end left, sniffer back left, running back left. Vaguely runs to the left. He runs into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and it's good. As we went into that break, Jared was holding up 2 fingers. He wanted 2 right along. And it's able to work to perfection.
It's pretty hard to guard. You got the ball on the 3-yard line in the middle of the field. I mean, Don Bagley can pretty much see what defense they're in and read the field really well. Great job there to just get to the left and find a little hole and take the lead.
And you look at that play right there. That's a simple zone. Just everyone's flowing to that left side, and that cutback is always the hole you're looking for. I mean, if you can get to the outside, great. But that cutback lane is going to be there because that backside's forcing that side open.
And that sequence might have been my favorite sequence I've seen all year. You had the Wetzel pick, and then you had the touchback. You had Bagley making plays on his feet and throwing. Carter Hicks and all of our receivers playing really well tonight. So great job to take the lead here, and a lot of time left on the clock still, but great second half to start off with.
So the Eagles lead it now on that Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard, 22-21 with 1:43 remaining in the third quarter. Officials giving the quarterback, Don Vagley, the kicker, a little extra time. Carter Hicks is out there waiting to set it up. On a game that the Eagles took a little bit to get the cobwebs off, and they're able to get things rolling now.
Earl Graves back deep to receive Roxana. Dominic Bagley to kick off for Columbia.
Looked like the injury was number 73, Kenningstein.
23, I think it was, too. White came off slow. So a couple banged up guys are going to have to go out and try to make a stop, keep that lead.
Bagley kicks it lands at the 1 and ends up in the end zone for a touchback. So the Shells are going to take over at the 20-yard line. We're going to keep it here. We're not like ESPN where it's the touchdown, timeout, kickoff, timeout. We're going to keep it here.
And they give you those little ads. They still show you the game on the side of the screen, but they go to a quick 20-second ad.
Hey, it's all about that money. If you would like to donate to the Columbia Eagles broadcast and KCHS, email Coach Horner, and he will send you the right information to become a sponsor of the broadcast, either a football game, basketball, or they do plays, a little bit of band concerts. They do a little bit of everything, choir concerts. So make sure you like that, or you hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube page, KCHS, and look for us on Facebook. Eagles need to get a stop now. They're going to be a quick pass play, nearly intercepted by Brendan White. He was right there in the throwing lane.
By number 23, Brendan White.
But instead it falls incomplete, 2nd and 10. Great play by White. We just said that he came off a little slow on the play. Now he comes out and he's trying to make a play right away.
And that was 6 right there if he catches that. I mean, with a full head of steam, he read that like a book. Quarterback didn't even look that way before he threw it. Just caught the ball and kind of slung it out that way. But great job by White to break it up. Second.
3 down linemen for the Eagles still. 5 linebackers stepping up. They're going to go right up the middle. It's going to be a gain of 2 or 3. Nothing really major. They're going to give them, actually with the forward progress, they're going to give them 5. So a 3rd and 5. I'm Coach G. I'm going to bring a little bit of pressure here from the outside.
Brandon Jackson.
This is what they.
I'm going to bring it to the outside. They keep running to the inside and busting it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring it from the outside and try to force them to keep contained.
We're going to see some type of motion. We're going to see a reverse here, or something up Roxana's sleeve. We're just going to go right up the middle.
Right up the middle. Mason Schnabel right into his hands. Gain of 2. He's pumped up now.
Since we said his name and we didn't hear it from him in that whole second quarter, I mean, he's made 2 pretty big plays here in the second half already. So great to see the big boy getting his name called.
So that's going to force a punt. Everything the Eagles needed right there as we're nearing the end of the third quarter.
Second half so far.
Vaguely's going to be the return man, standing about the 43-yard line. They're going to have to punt this off as there's 5 seconds on the play clock. Going to be a rugby-style punt to the right side. He's going to get it off. It's going to be catchable for Vagley. He's going to fumble it, though, and he's going to be able to fall on it. He was trying to run before catching it, but that's all right. We're still going to have good field position as we take over from our own 39-yard line.
And I honestly don't think we've seen him catch a punt this year, because I feel like against Muscuda, they didn't have to punt very much.
Yeah.
Against Waterloo, I think they didn't want to kick it to him, so they just kicked it out of bounds. I think that might have been his first attempt of catching a punt that we've ever seen. So great job by him to recognize that he dropped it and hop back on the ball real quick. First down, Eagles.
So the final 11 seconds probably going to be the last play unless it's an incomplete pass. Going to likely be the last play of the quarter. There's a flag on the play. Cameron Janik's going to get about 4 or 5 yards. There's going to be too many men on the field for Roxana. They were trying to get a guy off at the last second. Weren't able to.
Great awareness by Vagley to pick it up right before he got out of bounds.
There's going to be too many men on the field. I believe that's a 5-yard penalty. So do they have earpieces and they can talk to each other now?
I don't think they do, because every flag tonight they group up and they talk. I really don't think this crew
is using it. He's got something in his earpiece. And too many people on the field. I got to figure out what the
5-yard penalty, replay first down. You think?
Looking like it, as it looks like Alfie's got the down box. Still on first down.
Still discussing. He was ready to snap the ball, and these refs aren't even ready.
Look over here to the wide side of the field. Hayden Habermill is completely outside of the numbers. I think he's going to be out of the play, but that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter as the clock starts, since it was a run play. A great third quarter there for the Eagles, and they needed it as they were able to take that Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard. Eagles 22, Shells 21. We'll bring you the fourth quarter right after this.
Monica Lime, your cell phone is at the lower concession stand. Monica Lime.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here from the Columbia Multi-Purpose Field, where you look at Coach Horner and Coach Jermaine right there. Did a great job on that third quarter, and they're going to have to keep it up during this fourth quarter. Eagles are going to have the first down and 5 after the illegal substitution. See what Coach Horner has drummed up right now. Tight end left, sniffer back left, running back. They're going to run it to the right as Janik, and he's hit right away. A gain of 1. Not sure where that guy came from, but it's a good thing that Janik held on to the football.
Yeah, it looked like that backside linebacker. He kind of put a hit on him. Janik, like you said, didn't even see him coming.
Cameron Janik on the ball.
Luckily, he didn't fumble there. And
brought down by 99, Ashton
maybe a gain of yard.
50, Nick Newton.
2nd and 5.
Eagles bring Janik and Hicks off the field, and they send their hands team, we'll call it. End of the game now. Ball in the middle of the field, trips to the right side, running back right. Vagley's going to run to the right side. He's looking deep, and it's going to be a good call there by Vagley, just throwing it out of bounds. He was wanting the corner, but the Shells did a good job of keeping everyone in front of him.
And he had Wetzel on this little out route, or a little sideline hitch route, but I think that corner kind of stayed. And that safety was over the top for that corner route, so he really had nowhere to go with the ball.
That's a huge play there by Vagley, not taking a sack here at 3rd and 4. If you take a sack there.
And not forcing anything downfield to force maybe an interception.
So good play there for the Eagles. Tight end right, sniffer back right, running back right. We're going to run to the right.
Into the
He's going to get a loss on the play as he steps out of bounds. It's going to be a loss of 2. Not much going on that play as it was shut down pretty much from the snap.
Vagley on the keeper.
And the big thing now, they go out of bounds. That stops the clock.
Nick Newton.
4th down. You have to punt now for the Eagles, obviously.
Yeah. So now brings up a 4th down and 7. Ball at the Eagles' 42-yard line. Good thing about having your quarterback as your punter, you still run out in doubles. But it is going to be a punt. It's going to get off. It's going to bounce at the 21-yard line. It's going to stop right away. And it's going to be a Shells bounce, and it'll be picked up at the 24-yard line. So Coach G, now he's got to have the biggest stop of the night. We got ourselves a good one here. And with Scuda and Waterloo, they still have a good one. Waterloo leads that one 28-12. Didn't expect that one, honestly, out of that game tonight. Waterloo played well, but Eagles were able to play a little bit better. And after 3, Freeburg trails Breeze 23-19. It's an odd score.
Civic Memorial beats, loses the Triad 49-0. The Eagles are up 22-21, trying to get a stop.
We got 11-11 on the clock here in this ball game. The first game of the Cahokia Conference. Eagles need to get this victory, need to get another stop right here. They send a motion man to the right side. It's going to be a play action. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to flush to the right side. He's got somebody down the middle of the field, and it's going to be
good catch.
Caught. Mason Vagley was there, but was just about a step late, and it's going to be good for about 29 yards and a 1st down for the Shells right at midfield.
Great catch there by that. I think that was the big guy that they got too.
Can't see their numbers.
Evan Wells on the
really
reception.
can't.
They called Evan Wells.
Ball at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10, Roxana.
I don't see his number on them. There he is, number 24, 6'3", 210.
That's a big boy.
1st and 10, ball at midfield. 11 minutes now remaining on the clock.
Why is he running the corner out there?
They're going to go up the middle with him again this time. He's going to get 9 yards before he is brought down by Wetzel and number 14. I believe that is Logan Hicks this week.
Schnabel just got drove back by, I think it was their left guard and maybe their center. He just got pushed back about 15-20 yards on that play. And that big old running back followed him as much as he could get. So yeah, that O-line, man, got some big boys up there.
2nd and 1. The Eagles got everybody 3 yards next to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go right up the middle. Gain of 2, and it's going to be good for a 1st down, Shells. Number 73 out now for the Eagles is Kenningstein. Number 75, Joe Kish, coming off. A lot of those linemen going both ways. Getting in the 4th quarter now, you got to dig deep.
It's nice when you have about 6 or 7 of them, though. Whenever they get tired, you can just sub right in, and they all kind of know what's going on. So I know Coach Baker's blessed to have those guys.
He's mentioned that before in that Holton Meets Coaches Corner. Week in and week out, he loves the depth. Right up the middle once again with the big man. They're going to get 4 or 5. Going to get to about the 31-yard line. We'll call it 4 yards in 2nd and 6. And big boys just running straight downhill on 4 + 4 + 4. That's a 1st down.
Yep.
Brought down by 55.
And that's,
Brandon Jackson.
that's all they really run right now. And I don't know, I'm still going back to that pass they threw on 1st and 10 inside their own 20, and it was an interception. Well, that was a weird play.
I don't know what happened on that play there. There's a bunch of guys moving everywhere. I guess the center snapped it, and the quarterback just took a kneel. He didn't know what to do. So he took a knee. It's a loss of 2 on the play.
Clock still ticks.
Keep it ticking.
Has anybody called timeout in this half yet?
Not that I'm aware of. So 3rd and 7, big play here for the Eagles D. Odd play there as nobody knew what was going on. 3rd and 7, they're going to run the same play again. They're going to follow their big guys. It's going to be another hard run for the Shells and another first down.
And they're just feeding him now.
Evan Wells on the carry again, brought down by
Evan
number
Wells
14,
again.
Logan Hicks.
The junior.
They're picking on Schnabel now. We called
Yeah,
his name a
they're-
couple
they're
times.
running
Now
right
they're
at
going
him.
for him.
Yeah, I've seen on it a few times. He's getting double teamed almost every play on this drive. Because they're running the same exact play. And they're just turning around, handing it off, getting 4, 5, 6 yards every carry, and they're going to do it again. And
Do it
he's-
again. Let's get another 8 yards, maybe even 10. Hanson is coming on the field. Haven't said his name yet tonight. He's coming on for Schnabel, and I think that's a good move right there from Coach G.
Yeah, and Schnabel's limping a little bit off the field here, and got to get a more fresh guy in there.
Gain of 9, 2nd and half a yard, we'll call it. 2nd and 10, ball on the 12-yard line. Going to hand the ball off right up the middle, and it's going to be sniffed out. Good job, Cameron Janik, saying you fooled us 6 times.
By number 40, Cameron
They get the
Janik.
first down, but it's only a gain of 2 on the play. First down and 10, ball on the 11-yard line now. 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So it's still a 1st and 10 from the 11. So they still have a chance to get a first down and goal. They get to the 1-yard line. They're kind of in a good spot here.
Eagles got to dig deep right here. It's going to be a reverse. They're going to run it towards us. They're going to try to go to the outside. They're going to get to the outside. Good pursuit, though, for the Eagles, brought down by
Mason.
Logan Hicks and Mason Vagley on the play.
Terrell Graves on the carry for Roxana.
Gain of 4,
Brought down by number 14,
2nd and 6
Logan
from
Hicks.
the 8. Ball shaded to the left side of the field, not quite all the way to the left hash, though.
When you look out there, you got Carter Hicks, Brandon Jackson, a lot of them hands on their hips. They've been working real hard tonight, try to get this win. Good comeback, took the lead on a 2-point conversion. Now you're trying to get a stop inside your own 10-yard line.
They're going to do the same play again.
Fake.
Nope, it's going to be a play action. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to run to the right side. He's going to get tackled. Don't think he's going to have enough for the first down. There's a lot of moving parts over there. 3rd down and 1. Good job by the Eagles making that stop. Couldn't see you from over there, though.
You really can't see their Roxana's numbers at all.
3rd and 1. I'm going to say they're going to run the ball to the right side with the big dude.
3-yard line.
I don't think that's him back there. Oh, yeah, it is, 24.
3rd and 1 from the 3. It's going to be good up the middle. Not going to get into the end zone, though. No motions by any official. They're going to call him at the half-yard line. Keeps the clock ticking. Now it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 1-foot line.
If I'm Roxana, I am snapping the ball at 2 seconds every play on the play clock.
Roxana has a first down
You could give the
2-yard
ball,
line.
if you score here, you could give the Eagles the ball back with 3 minutes left if you play your time smart here. 4 minutes left.
They're going to try to get up the middle, and I believe they are going to get into the end zone. Still no motion. Still no motion for anything. They're pulling guys off the pile, and I think they're going to say they're short. They're still not saying anything.
Wow.
Still no motion. I'm going to say that they just lost a yard on the play. Ball on the 6-inch line now. They can't get the ball much closer. Now the clock's getting eaten up, and if they do score,
Second down,
Eagles are going to need every second they can have.
Muff snap here.
Great job,
Dom.
Dominic Vagley stepping up and
Oh, my
making a
goodness.
tackle, and it's going to be another loss of 1.
This play should be loud right now. Are you kidding me? Some of these tackles we're making.
How in the world does Dominic Vagley make it back, knows the snap count, and runs back?
Another stop by
And
Columbia.
another loss on the play.
3rd down, 1 to go.
How nice would a muffed snap be right here, Alex?
Muff snap, muffed handoff.
Fumble, big hit. O-line.
Let's get another stop. Fans are starting to get
There
into
we
it.
go. They heard me. I think they heard me a little bit. Should have been like this all night whenever we had 4th and goal.
Motion man, they're going to hand the ball off to him. He's going to run to the right side and get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 5, Nick Morgan for the score of Roxana.
So now that takes a score 27-22. I think you're going to have to go for 2 here if you're Roxana. If you kick a PAT, you're only up 6. I think I go for 2 because you're only going to beat is up 6 right now.
I don't know. I think I might kick it.
You're going to keep it at 6?
Because then, I mean, if you don't get your 2-point conversion, game's over. If Columbia scores. All they need is a touchdown. Because you've already blocked two kicks tonight.
I might try this little wildcat formation, but they are going to kick it. 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry up a little bit. They got the play clock down there, though. They can see it. Still a lot of moving parts. It's a bad snap, and it's going to be picked up by the Eagles.
That should be a dead ball. On a PAT, that's a dead ball.
But it was a fumble. They didn't kick it.
Was it?
Yeah. So no good. So that's still a huge play for the Eagles as that takes the Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard. Roxana 27, Eagles 22, 4:57 remaining in the ball game. And I think, like I said, Jared, they didn't even attempt to kick it. So with that, it's just a live ball fumble.
We saw that against Waterloo whenever Wetzel kind of muffed the snap and he got absolutely decked. And his knee's on the ground. So, I mean, as a holder, I mean, that just scares me sometimes because if they muff the snap and they're literally on their knees. Like, you have guys coming in trying to kill you, basically. So, I mean, I don't know. It'd be scary there. But
so Coach Kendall's going to have to get something good going right here. The last kickoff went well for the Eagles. So let's see if we can get that good field position once again. And then you got to decide if you're Coach Horner, are we going to go for it right away, or are we going to try to eat up some clock?
I will.
The Shells haven't shown that they're going to kick the onside kick, and I can't imagine they do it now. They're going to kick it deep. 98% of the time they're going to. We'll see. The Eagles now have 2 men back deep to make the return.
I think Bryant's that other one over there.
So they're going to go down the middle of the field, and it will be caught. Wetzel's going to try to run to the left side. They've had a lot of success over there tonight. And they're going to get a little bit more. They're going to get to the 34-yard line where they're going to take over with 4:50 remaining. And 70, we'll call it 65 yards between them and the end zone.
36-yard line.
Thank you all for listening, and thanks for telling us where you're listening from on this good Gokia Conference game here tonight.
All right, we got ourselves a ball game, Alex.
A lot of slow start this morning, or this first half, but been a good second half for us here tonight. Tight end right, sniffer back right. 5 guys at the line of scrimmage. Now it's going to be a bad snap, fumbled. Loss of 10 on the play. I don't know if Vagley was wanting to run before he got it or what the deal was, but it's going to be a big loss on the play. Cameron Janik comes off. Hicks comes off, as does Nick Janik. Mason Vagley comes onto the field now.
That's a big loss right there, man.
Mason Vagley goes to a wide receiver. You're going to have, I believe that is Habermill, Bryant in the backfield. He's going to be your motion man. Now it's an empty backfield. Going to be a double pass. It's going to be caught by Mason. They're going to throw the ball over to Vagley. He's going to catch it. He's going to have a man downfield. That's a great block by Schnabel. A great play by Dom Vagley. A great play called by Coach Horner.
What a ball by Mason.
We got ourselves a 3rd down and 3.
I know Coach Horner in his head whenever Mason was, because you had 2 guys over here trailing Dom. I know Coach Horner's, Mason, please throw this with an extra little strength. Great job there by the little brother throwing it to his big brother there.
What a play there by the Eagles.
That was awesome.
Gain of
17?
19?
19?
I think we had a 22 there. So now it's a 3rd and 2. Now you got to get that first down. Going up the middle with Cameron Janik. He's got the first down. Hold on to the football. It's a first down for the Eagles. At the 48-yard line for 3:57 remaining in the ball game.
And I noticed that too. I saw Mason don't really play wide receiver that much, and I saw him go to that side. I was like, oh, I think I know what's coming.
Number 50, Nick Newton on the tackle for Roxana.
It's amazing how quick you knew that was coming too, because as soon as you saw him over there, you were making the pass motion with your hands. Good play there for the Eagles. 1st and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line. All 3 timeouts remaining. Tight end right, sniffer back right. Pistol back's going to be the motion man in Janik. It's going to be a play action. Quarterback's just going to keep it himself. He's going to get 2, maybe 3.
Could have been a hold on who's our right tackle is right now. He had a whole jersey in his hands.
Gain of 3, gets it into Shell's territory. Ball now at the Shells 49-yard line.
Time's still ticking too, so I think Coach Horner's definitely trying to score with under a minute left in this game and not give them much time to do anything.
Same formation, ball in the right hash. Just going to be a handoff to Janik, and he's going to be too quick. Wyke wasn't able to get out and clear that man out. And looked like Janik just ran in front of Wyke.
Yeah, that's a loss of about 2 or 3 there. So now got about what 3rd and 8 here.
So Bryant comes onto the field now. He's your running back. Cameron Janik comes off. He's your second running back.
He doesn't know where to
Now
go.
we got to get set.
Roll out.
Oh, we didn't get set, but that's okay. They didn't call it. Bagley's going to have to make something happen. He's got the middle of the field, and he's got it. Oh, Carter Hicks nearly made the catch. They throw the penalty flag on the play, and that is a tough penalty there. The Eagles are going to take it, though.
Pass intended for number 2.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we had guys on the line. Enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
Pass interference on the defense. Tough call there. Eagles will take it. I think that's both guys right there going for the football, and the official gave it to the Eagles, though.
And Hicks still almost came up with it, too. I think it hit off his helmet whenever he fell down to the ground. Couldn't find the ball, really, so.
So that's a 15-yard penalty. That'll be a first down. Eagles got 1st and 10. Ball is at the 50-yard line, so they're going to have to figure out. So I think Roxana thinks that it's going to be on the Eagles, but they're just going to the 50 to mark off the 15 yards. So that'll be a first down for Columbia. 2:19 remaining in the ball game. Eagles now have the ball at the 35-yard line. Ball at the 35, 2:19 remaining in the ballgame. Eagles are going to have everybody in tight, doubles tight, running back to the left side. Going to be another pass play. Vagley's looking to the left. Janik stopped running, and had he kept moving, there would have been a little bit of an opening there, but instead falls incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Whew. A lot going on right now. Clock stops at 2:15. So Coach Warner kind of gets to think about what he wants to call here.
Trips to the right side, ball in the middle of the field. Trips to the right side, running back right. Going to be a rollout to the right with Vagley. He's going to look for Wetzel, can't get it to him. Now he's going to have to make something happen. He's going to throw it, and it's going to go incomplete. He was looking for Janik down the field, and now we got 3rd down and 10.
You saw on the sideline, there was a short route. I didn't see who it was. It might have been. couldn't really tell, but he was playing between Dom and his wide receiver, that corner was, and he didn't know if Dom was either going to take off, so he needs to go after Dom, or if he wants to stay on his guy, and he stayed on his guy, and that forced Dom to throw it downfield, bring up 3rd and 10.
So it's going to be empty backfield now. Trips to the right side, doubles to the wide side of the field. They're going to send a blitzer to the left side. Vagley's looking across the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete, and the play of the game is going to be right here.
That's incomplete for
Just an open play there for Janik right down the middle, but bad ball. Brings up in 4th and 10, 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
They didn't really lead him there. They were kind of behind him 2 or 3 yards, but see what Coach Horner's got up his sleeve again. We've seen 2 kind of wild plays, so.
Same formation once again here for the Eagles, and it's going to be a timeout for the Shells.
Timeout, Roxana.
What are you going to do here, Jared? What's your game plan?
I mean, you got to have the ball in the best player's hands. Number 12 has got to get the ball in his hands, but you also got to get 10 yards downfield. So I think something that's worked all night is those rollouts that we've seen with Don Vagley, getting out in open space, and if he's got an open shot downfield, take it. So I guess we'll see what Horner's drawing up here. But in my opinion, 12's either winning this game or losing this game, and we're riding on him.
Fourth down and 10. I'm not sure what to think right now. This is a good ball game. We expected a good game. We knew Roxana was going to come in. They were going to be physical. They were going to test us, and they've done everything they could. Columbia's going to have to make a play here in the game, and Roxana's going to have to try to make a play to end it too.
Looks like Dom's going to come out with nobody but him in the backfield. Going to have trips to his right, doubles to his left, empty formation.
Play of the game right here for the Eagles. Vagley's going to have to step up in the pocket, and he does. He's got a man down the middle of the field. It's Janik, and it's going to fall incomplete. We had the guy where we wanted him, and it just goes about a foot too far, and it falls incomplete. You still have all your timeouts, though. Minute 57. Still got to be able to make a stop here if you're the Eagles defense.
And Dom threw a perfect ball, and Janik there was no one probably 5-7 yards from him. And straight through his arms. First down for the Shells now, 1:57 left in this game.
So the Eagles defense got to make a stop here. Like you said, that's what you wanted right there. Had him where you needed him. Great job there by Vagley. I mean, he goes back, steps up into the pocket. Good job by the Eagles making a little bit of a pocket there for him.
And I was wrong. I thought we'd see Vagley kind of use the wide side of the field on that left side. And I guess Horner's mind, he doesn't want him thrown across his body if he's going to roll out to that other side. But, yeah, great job of him stepping up in the pocket and giving his wide receiver a chance. Just couldn't come up with a catch that would have most likely won the game.
So 1:57.
Hand off up the middle.
Up the middle, gain of 5. Timeout for the Eagles. Only 5 seconds run off the clock.
So Roxana, if you get a first down here, game's over. We all know that, but you never know. A bad snap like we saw earlier with that quarterback taking a knee right after. Anything can happen. But you know they're not going to throw the ball.
So you're gonna have the clock running on one of these plays. They're not going to take it into the air. So the clock's going to run at least on one of them.
I'm going right there. I'm going to number 24, Evan. What is it, Evan Wells? Yep.
Evan Wells, had himself a night.
Yeah, that last drive that they had, he probably had about, I'd say, 8 to 9 carries probably, and he's picking up probably 4 or 5 yards at least a carry. So I'm definitely running that with him if they are banking on him tonight.
2nd and 5, ball at the 40. One more play, and the Eagles are going to call timeout right away. Again, just try to save as much time as possible. Everyone up to the line of scrimmage for the Eagles. They're going to go up the middle, just to the left side. Going to be Schnabel once again, makes it stop. Again, 4 seconds off the clock this time.
Balls on the carry, stopped by number 57, Mason Schnabel.
Usually on these plays, your safeties are coming up because you know it's a run. So don't fall asleep here on 3rd down, because if they do a little play action and you think it's run, because this could be the end of the game right here if they pick up 4 yards and get a 1st down. But if you're a safety coming up, you cannot let anyone get past you, because one play action, they could throw it over your head. I mean, they could score right here. So you got to be smart. Some people file out already. But you never know in high school football. Anything can happen. Here come the Shells out on the field, trying to get a 1st down and walk out of Kokia Conference Week 1 for the Eagles with a W for the Shells. This could be the biggest play of the game right here. Quarterback's
going to roll out to the right side. It's going to be a loss of 7 on the play. Good job by the Eagles defense. They're going to call one more timeout. That's going to be another 4 yards on the play.
It looked like, I couldn't really tell who made that whole play happen, but 4th down now with the clock stopped. You got to think that Roxana is going to punt the ball away and force us to travel downfield with only 1:42 left in this game. And if Columbia scores, you most likely win the game, depending on how much time is left on the clock. So we'll see what Roxana does here, but I would definitely think they would punt here, because if they wouldn't, I mean, they got 4th and 12 on their own 33-yard line. So I'm definitely punting the ball away here and making Columbia travel 60-plus yards if they can get a good punt away. We saw a punt earlier that only went probably 20, maybe 15 yards. So we'll see. Maybe we can get a block punt. Who knows? You never know, man.
Bad snap, anything.
Yep. Come on.
Punt gets off. It's going to go to the left side. They kicked it away from Vagley. It's going to be picked up by Vagley at the 33. He's going to run. He's going to get to the 35. He's going to try to make something happen.
He's got some room.
He's got the right side. He's got blockers, 2 of them in front of him. He's going to make one man miss. He's got himself the sideline.
He's
at the 20. He's at the 10. 5.
He's got it.
Eagles touchdown. Eagles.
That's going on.
No penalties on the play. It is a touchdown for Dominic Vagley. 67 yards, and I can't believe what just happened.
That's going on my broadcast. How about Dominic Vagley?
Holy cow, he had himself a wall, and when Coach Kendall and Coach Horn and them watched that game film,
awesome.
They had a wall set up.
And they laid their bodies out for Don Bailey to get in the end zone there. That was beautiful.
So now the Eagles only up 1. I think you're going to have to go for 2 here to get yourself up 3.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, go up 3, they can go down and kick a field goal and go to overtime, but oh my goodness. That was my play of the year so far, I think. I was hanging on to you, Alex. That was awesome.
So it's not all over yet. We still got to get in, get that 2-point conversion.
Wow. Electric play by Don Bagley.
Bagley's going to hand the ball off. No, it's going to be a bootleg to the right side. He's got Carter in the end zone. He's got Carter for the 2-point, and it falls incomplete. That's all right, though. The Eagles now have that lead, 28-27, on that Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard at 1:21 remaining in the ballgame.
Looks like somebody just...
Injured Eagle on the play. So we're going to head to a break, and we will come back with that final 1:21 after this. Eagles take the lead on the Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard, 28-27.
On the Eagles 28, Roxana Shells 27.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Columbia Multi-Purpose Field, where the Eagles lead at 28-27 after a huge 67-yard run by Dom Vegley on that punt. Still have an Eagle down on the field right there, but that's what you wanted. Finally got everyone into it. Got the students there ready to be into it as well now, but game's still not over, and Roxana's got the ability. They've shown that they can run the football tonight down our throats, so we still got to make a stop.
Yeah, and they only got, 1:21 left on the clock, and I mean, I think Coach Germain's probably going to throw another safety in there, like a dime package. We'll see where they get the ball at, because if you're Dom Vegley, I mean, I would try not to kick it in the end zone. I'm going to try to pooch it in the corner, like a 10, 15-yard line, and make somebody go recover it.
Looks like Brendan Jackson is the injured Eagle coming off the field drinking water, so I'm hoping that's just cramps, because we need him on the defensive and the offensive side of the football. So, but that's another guy who doesn't come off the field very often. So once again, game's still not over. I believe Roxana has 2 of their timeouts, so they still have plenty of time to get down the field. And again, they only need the field goal to win the ball game. So let's get this 4th quarter going here at the end of it.
Woo-wee. That was a good breather right there. Oh my goodness.
You like these intense games.
Oh, I love them. I'm not sitting anymore. I had to put my chair. I got to stand up for this thing.
Bagley has it teed up to kick off. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's going to let that play clock go all the way down. He's going to kick it off in 5 seconds. He sends it deep, and it will be caught at the 8-yard line. They're going to have to get up the field now, get a good wall of blockers. It is good job, good pursuit by the Eagles, forcing them out of the backfield, and now it's going to be brought down at the 25, and that's a big play there.
10 seconds. Caught there, too.
Ball game still not over. Coach G's got to make a stop. 2 timeouts, like we've said, for the Shells.
34. Rainwater on the stop for the Eagles.
Rainwater in for the stop for the Eagles, and that was a big play right there, what we needed.
All right, Eagles.
Shells take over at the 25-yard line. 3 down linemen.
You got
for
Dom,
the Eagles.
Dom playing more of a safety now, not really playing up as a linebacker because they have
to
to
the
throw
left
here.
side. They're going to roll to the left, forcing them to step back up in the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by number 22, I believe. Brought down by number 40, Cameron Janet.
And that clock is still ticking.
82,
So
I'm sorry, not 22. 82.
not getting out of bounds there, and not burning a timeout, so clock is going to tick.
Doubles this time. Roll out to the right side. Going to be caught. Eagles got to try to keep them in bounds, but they can't. Forced out of bounds at the 40. Good for 5 yards and a first down for the Shells. 46 seconds remaining
Gets out of bounds for Roxana.
on the clock. I don't know what their field goal range is if they have it. That's all they need, though, for the victory.
And their trips to the left over here again.
I think I'm going to be Jermaine here. I'm going to be sending some blitzers on 3 down linemen. Going to be a bad snap. Going to go back 8 yards. Now they're going to have to make something out of nothing.
Yes.
Not able to, and it's going to be a sack. All sorts of
fumbled.
Eagles in the backfield making the tackle, and it's going to be a loss of 15. And the Shells have to take a timeout. That's what you need right there if you're the Eagles.
We've seen a lot of weird stuff tonight with the fumbles, the low snaps. There's been a lot of just this game is different.
Hasn't had much of a flow to it.
It's been weird all over the place.
That'll bring up a second down and 23.
Officially a loss of 22 on the play. Second and 22, 36 seconds remaining in the ball game. And that might have taken the wind out of sails, you think? Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah,
and if you're Coach G, you're telling your linemen and your linebackers, whoever's blitzing, pin your ears, go get them. You know what they're going to do.
And I'm putting Don Bagley in the middle of the field. And I'm putting Mason Bagley wherever else that you can put him. But I put 2 guys at probably in the middle of the sticks here, around the 45. Unless Coach Jermaine tells you secondary, but you never let anyone get behind you. Keep everything in front of you. And try to keep them in bounds, because tackling in bounds now, I think they are out of timeouts now, if I'm not mistaken. But big second down play coming on this drive.
Eagles are doing, I would call it a nickel back right now. They got 4 defensive backs all deep. About 15 yards. They're going to look for the Hail Mary. They're going to throw it. It's going to fall incomplete. Bring up a 3rd down and 22 now. 31 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd down and 23.
You know they're going to go towards the sidelines. They're not going to throw the ball in the middle of the field unless you're going to get the first down. Because if you don't get that first down, that clock's going to tick, and you're going to have to come up and spike it now, which would be 4th down, and you lose the game. So I think that play right there, that was the biggest stepping stone that they had to maybe getting some points out of this. But
Cameron Janik has to come sprinting off the field. He makes it before a snap. Coach Tremaine was wishing him off faster than he could get off. Trips to the left side, running back left. They're going to roll to the left side. They're going to have to throw, and it's going to go incomplete. Falls to the ground. Number 5 there for the Eagles. Maddox Steffen nearly had the interception. Carter Hicks forcing the throw in a hurry. So now here's your play of the game. 4th down and 22, 26 seconds remaining in the ball game. A good ending. Slow start for the Eagles. They had the week off last week. They were able to play a very good second half.
I'll call that a bye week.
Watch out for all the timeout here for the Shells. On this play, you got to watch out for all the laterals.
Yeah, and
Statue of Liberty.
And you don't want to get a pass interference call because you can't end the game on a penalty. So if they chuck it downfield, just go for the ball. Just do anything you can to knock the ball down. So. But we'll see what they got drawn up here on 4th and 22.
Final 26 seconds here, and like you said, you just got to go for the ball, knock it down.
Usually at the end of the game, I know we've only played 2 games this year, but I feel like at the end of the Waterloo game, Carter Hicks made that big sack to pretty much put a good cap to the end of the game. So I like seeing big plays to end the game. So I would love a sack, an interception, or just something nice to get everybody fired up.
Right
Here comes the 4th down play. Biggest play of the whole game coming right here.
So we'll see what happens now for the Eagles. It'll be a rollout for the quarterback again. Go to the right side. He's going to chuck it deep. There's 5 Eagles down there, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Yes, sir.
Turnover on downs, and that's what the Eagles needed.
Yes, sir. Great coverage.
The best formation in the game is about to be called here. Victory formation for the Eagles. There was 5 defenders down there.
And you look over there, you see White, Wetzel, and Don Bagley just do a triple group hug right there. You gotta love that. Those 3 don't really come off the field that much during any game, so that was pretty cool to see.
So the Eagles will be setting up in their victory formation now. 1 knee, and the ball game is over.
Kids on the sideline telling all the fans to stand up, make some noise.
We've been telling them all game.
Yeah, we have.
Eagles on for the victory formation. Everybody's favorite play, the quarterback knee to end it on a victory. So, what a game we just had. A slow start. The Eagles had the off week. Wasn't a great first half. Turnovers, penalties, giving up touchdowns when we couldn't and we shouldn't. And when it all boils down to it, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. The 67-yard punt return from Don Bagley is what does it, and that's what gives the Eagles a 28-27 victory here in Week 4. Jared, what a game.
Yeah, Alex, that was a pretty fun one to call. I wasn't thinking that in the first half. I said, I don't know if I can do this anymore because those refs were making me a little mad in that first half. But that second half was really good football that we just watched. I mean, we put together some really good drives, all starting off with Wetzel getting that big pick in the end zone, then going all the way downfield and capping off a score there. And then they march down the field and they score, and then we're thinking here, oh my gosh, who's going to have the ball last is probably going to win. But it wasn't that case tonight. Well, it was that case tonight because we got in victory formation, and Don Bagley just, that punt return, I'm going to be watching that tonight, that's for sure.
What a ball game we had, and it was a lot of fun. Guys did a great job. Resiliency is the word that I'm going to use. And adversity, they battled it, and they were able to come out. They got the victory. They improved to 3-1 on the season, 1-0 in the Cahokia Conference. And that's always, like we said in the Aces Wild pregame show, that's what you got to do. You got to get off and get started, and we were able to do that. So with that, we're going to end this one. We're going to say the Eagles did what they needed to do. They came to the multi-purpose field. They got themselves a victory. They improved to 3-1. For Mr. Nickerson, the high school students that we had back here helping us on the cameras, the Columbia First Responders, Police, EMS, and Fire. Thank you to the fire department for setting up 1929, the ladder truck.
Thanks for letting me go up in it, I guess.
We got to go up. We had a lot of fun in the pregame show, and we kind of like this pregame atmosphere that we have.
Yeah, it's fun.
So it's a lot of fun. So it's able to have fun because of you, our sponsors, and you, our watchers. So make sure you go to whether that be Facebook, YouTube, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and watch us every week on KCHS. For Mr. Nickerson, for Mr. Jermaine, I'm Alex Schlemmer. See you next week.
Go Eagles, baby.